Monday. Hey there, besties. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's going on with you? Shout out to everybody that is here. Please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. What is going on? Let me turn it down a little bit more. It's a little bit much. What is going on, y'all? I am back. I guess we would consider... What the fuck? You hear that? I don't know what is going on out there. Oh, somebody cutting their grass. Woo, Lord. I'm like, what is going on? I just listened to this or watching the story that Reaper sent to me. So I'm like, what is going on outside? I think it was you. It's you or Lawrence. It's one of y'all. Sent that story about the mother of the prom student, which I don't know if I'm gonna get to that today, but that story is a mess. That story is a mess.com. But shout out to y'all. Good morning. Not as early as I would like it to have been, but I just got back, so I ain't had time, and I'm tired. I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired, and I got shit to do. And we will not be here for 3 hours. We will not be here for 3 hours, even though we'll probably be here for 3 hours, because there's a lot to talk about. I don't want it to be too serious, because I'm just not in the mood for serious shit, which is why I'm not sure if I'll get to that story that Reaper just sent to me. I'm pretty sure it was you. Let me turn this thing on my phone. If I can find it. Let me turn this. There we go. So I can see what's going on over here. I hear that you can hear me. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you are new. What I got on the docket? Tonight's conversations. I love these. I love them. We're going to keep doing those, okay? I love it. This is so stupid, but it's so fun. Dummism, all 2026, child. Dummism, all right? Let me see. JetBlue, see, allegedly, according to them on TikTok, that maybe JetBlue is next. And it's like, y'all gonna mess up. Like, I don't fly JetBlue. I've flown that airline maybe one time, right? And I think they give you free TV or something like that. Free internet, something. I don't know, because I don't go on there. I used to have a friend that used to go on there all the time. And she lived by it. And I was like, I'm not impressed. So, I'm not really well versed on that airline, right? But it looks like people is wilding already, child. You done already got, listen, I do blame the CEOs, okay? Because that's their responsibility, right? I blame Lizzie, okay? I blame Trump for getting people's hopes up and not following through. And I blame all the passengers that sit up here and give it a bad name and fight, and probably had lawsuits as well, which we might not know about. Maybe we do. And that didn't help the image. And, it's looked at in a certain way. So you're only going to get so many people that's going to go on it. You know what I mean? So I think it's a lot of different things. But CEO don't matter now, child. He out of there. All of them are. And we'll take a look at what the JetBlue people have to say, because basically that's over on Tickety Damn Talk. And then this mess with Cheyenne, Bryant. I thought we already knew she wasn't a doctor. By the way, I'm not a doctor. I'm just a doctor and a lawyer here on YouTube. Okay, full disclosure, because I'm not trying to hear nobody's bullshit. I'm telling you, when I was on Fatty that time, though, those people really thought that I was a freaking doctor. A freaking doctor, which why would they know if the damn thing says doctor? You know what I mean? So no offense. I forget what them people's names are. I missed the last show last Thursday. I was supposed to go, but I couldn't make it. Anyway, next time. Shout out to Fatty. So because what time is it? It is, I started at 11:15. I ain't got a lot of time to be bullshitting because 3 hours is the max, okay? 3 hours is the max. I'm telling y'all that right now. I was going to say no 3 hours, but the odds are to probably be 3 hours because there's so much stuff going on. And it's fun stuff, but it's not fun stuff, but it's not real serious. Good morning, Uncle Rick. He said, hey, good looking, messy. Morning, bestie. Shout out to Uncle Rick. Thank you, boo. Shout out to all of y'all that are here. Please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Let me go ahead and say happy birthday to whoever's having a birthday today. All right. Happy birthday this month. I think Prime is having a birthday this month. Here you go, child. Hey, 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 hey. You go, girl. You go, girl. Am I going to get in trouble by YouTube for this? Oh, girl. Happy birthday, girl. Happy birthday if it's your birthday month. Anybody interested? SYCBM, happy birthday if it's your birthday. That's what I would be wearing. Absolutely. You see the girl behind her looking at her like, girl, what is going on? Why your ass out? Why is your ass out? What is going on? I don't know. I think one of y'all should SYC. Where is Kofa? Kofa. How come y'all not SYC being her up? It's not a bowling ball coming down the lane. Seriously. Hello? Yes, I'm streaming. Bye. I cannot. Every single time, y'all. Every single time. Why don't they check the stream first before they call? I don't understand it. Anyway, happy birthday if it's your birthday. We'll have to use this as the birthday thing now going forward, just FYI. Let me see. Let's go over here and see what's going on with nope, we're gonna start with a tonight's conversation. F that. We're gonna start with a tonight's conversation in the daytime, okay? Let me see. What is this one? It don't have a title. Oh no, he gave her a key but blocked her at the door. He gave her a key but blocked her at the door. Okay, let's see what's going on.
And friend gave you a key to his place, told you you don't have to call. Well, you go over there one day and there was someone else there and he wouldn't let you in.
He wouldn't what?
He wouldn't let me in.
But didn't you have a key?
I was trying the key and he met me at the door. And so there's that.
Did you see another person there or you just think another person was there?
She was there.
Oh. Was it like a coworker?
According to sources, also known as him, it was a friend.
How long were you talking?
At this point, probably a year.
Okay.
Oh. Hold on, can I?
Okay, Dimitri.
For one, you led yourself astray having a year-long exclusive friend. So he had you up 1-3. A lot of times men tend to put this exclusive term on the things. It's exclusive for you. You can't go out and do extra while he does what he chooses to do. And a lot of times we will accept a little bit with expectations for a lot.
Now, one more contextual question.
Sure.
After that, are you still dealing with that man?
Hold on, whoa. Somebody said yes way too early.
Are you still dealing with this man?
Yes.
Yo, let me get this straight.
No, girl.
So a man that wouldn't open the door for you, you're still opening your legs for him.
You don't need a key for that.
He blocked his doorway from you getting in, but you ain't blocked his number from reaching you. And I'm asking these questions because let me look in your face. Men will only do to you what you allow them to do.
Profound.
And right now, this man has shown you
Exactly who
that
he is.
he will choose someone. He will choose another person's comfort, feelings, and embarrassment, saving it over yours. And guess what? I guarantee what happened. When he shut that door and locked it and watched you drive away, guess what he did? Yeah, that girl crazy. I don't even know why she's coming to my apartment. She off the. He had to downplay you to that woman in the room with him. And I want you to remember that every single time you give him cheeks, that he was clapping in that day he didn't let you come in.
I tell you, I love this. I love it. Let me see. No one ever settles around this bitch. There's no settling. At the end of the day, when all of you biatches are talking about the man gotta make more, he gotta step up, it's not right, it's not fair, oh my God, you're poor, you're a bum, crusty, oh my God, crusty, ashy. We're not gonna settle. No settling. We're not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Got a new song, y'all. Anyway. I mean, where did we get that song from? Nobody is settling around here, y'all. Okay, this is not settlement. This is not a settlement. When they said settlement, they meant for when you go and you say that you don't want to pay this, so you want to pay this much instead. You want to pay this much instead of this much, so we can settle this account. So I ain't got to deal with it no more. That's what they was talking about. That's what they was talking about. They weren't talking about nothing like this, right? You mean to tell me that you went over to the house after you got the key and said, and then he came to the door and said, what you want? And then he came to the door and said, girl, what you want? Girl, what? And you still dealing with him? She didn't even have to answer the question. As soon as she started going, that answers the whole damn question right there. But this is all y'all's fault. Let me always make sure that I remind you, Sassy Straights, this is all y'all's fault because this is what y'all do. You be over here lying to these biatches and you set them up to be in these types of situations because y'all not telling the truth, because y'all not honest. Because you know once you get the damn key, then that means you're in there. Once you give up the damn key, that means you're in there. I mean, you can put it in the door, you can turn it. You can't come in, but you can put it in the door, you can turn it to unlock it. And then you got to lock it back and then carry your ass on somewhere, okay? Clearly, that's what was meant. Child, this story is crazy.
If your man friend gave you a key to it.
First of all, she said man friend. First, I thought she was talking about a dog. Ain't that what you call dogs? Your man friend? Isn't that what you call a dog when you have one? That's what I thought she was talking about at first.
This place told you you don't have to call. Well, you go over there one day.
You don't have to call. It's okay, girl, because I'ma be all right tonight. Shout out to Usher. You ain't got to call, girl. Come on over. Come on over to my place. Don't call, just check. Look, don't call, just text me. Don't call, just text me, okay? Child, this is not a young person, allegedly. I could be wrong. I'm not, but I could be wrong. This is not a young person. So when I say young, I mean somebody under 30. They get a little bit of a pass, okay? Just a little bit. Not about the, I mean, not her with this situation, right? So, you know, she just wasn't aware that she could have texted, all right? I'm just saying.
And there was someone else there and he wouldn't let you in.
He wouldn't what?
He wouldn't let me in.
But didn't you have a key?
I was trying the key and he met me at the door.
Now, the key works though. As long as the key works, what difference does it make? The key worked. The door got unlocked. It's the right key. Now, child, you didn't ask about entering. You didn't ask about, like, you know how restaurants are open from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. or something like that. That's when Starbucks is open. I think Starbucks is open at 5, though. 5 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. You didn't ask what the hours were. That's your fault, Chad. You should have been asking what the hours were. You think he gave her a key just to pacify her, just to say, yeah, we're moving forward. Then she goes and uses the key and it's like, whoa, not that much forward. Not that much forward. I'm just saying.
And so there's that.
Did you see another person there or you just think another person was there?
She was there.
Oh.
Did you see her? You didn't answer the question. Did you see her? Or are you assuming? Did you see her? Or are you assuming? Because even if you saw her, that don't mean she was really there. Even if you saw her on the couch, that don't mean she was really there. Even if you saw her laying down on the bed, that don't mean that she was really there. Even if you saw her in your favorite chair, doesn't mean she was really there. Because if he says she wasn't really there, then that means she wasn't really there. That was a figment of your imagination, child. A figment of your imagination. I thought I had a song for that. Thank you, my fave. He said, laugh out loud, she used her key, but he said, move around. He said, move around. It wasn't her date. She didn't check out she didn't ask for the dates. That's what it was. You can come over here on Mondays and Tuesdays and every other Thursday. All the rest of them days is not yours, okay? And you need a text before you come. We moving forward. I hear it. Hold on, let me get this screenshot. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this screenshot. That's a good screenshot right here. Go, girl. Go.
Was it like a coworker?
According to sources, also known as him, it was a friend.
How long were you talking?
At this point, probably a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
A year. And they say he's just a friend. And you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. I think he may have been singing that to the girl in the house, though. Allegedly. Shout out to Reaper, Smokey girlfriend. Smokey's girlfriend from from Friday. I thought you were Smokey Robinson, Smokey's girlfriend from Friday. You so crazy. Y'all crazy. Shout out to the chat. Come on, Ace.
Oh.
Hold on, can I?
Okay, Dimitri.
For one, you led yourself astray having a year-long exclusive friend. So he had you up 1-3. A lot of times men tend to put this exclusive term on the things. It's exclusive for you. You can't go out and do extra while he does what he chooses to do. And
is that what you sassy straights do? Y'all ain't shit. Is that what y'all sassy straights do? We are exclusive, meaning you, not me, you. All right, let's just be clear here. All right, and if I find out you doing some shit, this is over. If you find out I'm doing some shit, I'm coming over. Got it? All we need is the rules, child. All we be needing is the rules. She just didn't have all the rules. Mondays, Tuesdays, every other Thursday. Make sure you text before you come. We're exclusive. You, not me. You don't come over, I can come over. There you go. All good.
a lot of times we will accept a little bit with expectations for a lot.
Now, one more contextual question.
Sure.
After that, are you still dealing with that man?
Hold on, whoa.
She would not be coming up here with this question if she wasn't. She would not be coming up here with this question if she was not. But shout out to Ace for asking the question. I'm just saying. Uncle Rick says, nope, if we not locked in, when you're not with me, I could care less what she doing. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Somebody said yes way too early.
Are you still dealing with this man?
Yes.
Yo, let me get this straight.
There's no settling, yeah. There's no settling.
So a man that wouldn't open the door for you, you're still opening your legs for him.
You don't need a key for that.
He blocked his doorway from you getting in, but you ain't blocked his number from reaching you.
This is y'all's fault. This not her fault. This is y'all's fault, okay? She is not settling. No one settles around here. It be y'all's fault with regard to everything that happens and goes on in these damn relationships. Look what y'all do. Look what y'all do. She is absolved from all this. She is absolved from all of this, even if she is continuing to screw him. It doesn't matter. Even if she did turn the key and wasn't allowed in, it doesn't matter. Even if there was a woman over there and he wouldn't let you in, it doesn't matter. She's right no matter what. Y'all know how this go. It's all y'all's fault because he blocked the door, so that's y'all's fault. Because he wouldn't let her in, so that's y'all's fault. Because he had the woman over, that's y'all's fault, okay? I just want to make sure that you got it right. I just be trying to help, all right? I'm just trying to let you know why it's all y'all's fault. Because you know it's all y'all's fault. Regardless of all the context clues for her, it's still y'all's fault. Anyway.
And I'm asking these questions because let me look in your face. Men will only do to you what you allow them to do.
That's not true. That be still y'all's fault, okay? It's y'all's fault no matter what. And it's y'all's responsibility to make sure that you tell her that she should stop sleeping with you. It's y'all's responsibility to tell her that she should stop sleeping with you because you're over there sleeping with that other lady and you wouldn't let her in the house. Y'all didn't tell her. It's y'all's fault. Ain't no settling around here. It's y'all's fault. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't never gonna be shit. Period, point blank. And I'm here to remind you every day. Thank you, my boo. He says she has settled like a house on his foundation. Goodbye, sir. I cannot.
And right now,
don't miss out on the crowd. Anybody interested, Bueller? Look at all these. Look at your choice. Y'all better go take your ass to tonight's conversation. Look at all these women. Look at all these women. I'll make sure that I let y'all know. I do this for y'all, sassy straights. Okay, I do this for y'all. All right. I be pointing out all these women, and y'all don't be listening to me. Y'all don't be listening to me. That's the grade A. I think it's the grade anything. I think it's a grade anything in this particular case. That's just me.
This man has shown you
exactly who
that he will
is.
choose someone. He will choose another person's comfort, feelings, and embarrassment, saving it over yours. And guess what? I guarantee what happened. When he shut that door and locked it and watched you drive away, guess what he did? Yeah, that girl crazy. I don't even know why she's coming to my apartment. She off the road. He had to downplay you to that woman in the room with him. And I want you to remember that every single time you give him cheeks, that he was clapping it that day he didn't let you come in.
He was clapping that day that he wouldn't let you in there. Not on 0 for a million. Oh no, is Prime in here? Prime time like I'm big, child. I'm just saying, I just be trying to point out what y'all be doing wrong, because y'all be doing a lot wrong. I'm just saying. Anyway, so yeah, that's our first one. We're just getting started. This is so much fun. I love these. I'm so glad that I figured out we should do that. Let's move on though. We move on. Moving on to something else that y'all are doing wrong, okay? So if you want to listen to Ruby Rose, ain't she a prawn star? I'm not sure who this woman is. But Ruby Rose got something to say about yeah. Because what woman don't have something to say about yeah, okay? Ruby Rose breaks down why down low rappers and athletes coming out would be super beneficial to society. Do these biatches ever shut the fuck up? Ever? Do they ever say anything about one another is the question. No. All these women know all about ya. And even though she's saying rappers and athletes, excuse me, it means men. She says, I think it'd be super beneficial to society if all the DL rappers and athletes came out. It's okay with love. Is she a prawn star? Who is this girl? What does she do? Anybody? Bueller? Yuchia asked Ruby, how the F would that contribute to society in any way, shape, or form? She says, a lot of men look up to and idolize them, so it would influence them to be open with their sexuality and not live a closeted life. Y'all out here living a closeted life, Bueller? Y'all out here living a closeted life, Bueller? Is this on the strength of that dude that likes to get pegged in the ass, but he allegedly beat that girlfriend up or something like that? I just be so confused as to why these biatches always talking about what it is that y'all need to do, but then none of them talk about what they need to do as women, as black women. I'm assuming she's black, child. I don't know who this woman is. I just heard the name. Let me see. First comment says, well, it will help if they aren't into women for real, but pursuing women as a cover-up. Next one says, less pressure to perform masculinity, more honest relationships, healthier male friendships, weaker rigid gender norms, less entitlement toward women, better mental health. These are all the positives for y'all sassy straights. More inclusive society, less dominance-based behavior, more authentic self-expression, greater emotional awareness, more honest dating pool for women, less emotional confusion in relationships, lower risk of being used as a cover, less pressure to meet unrealistic expectations, reduced entitlement and misogyny, more respectful interactions, healthier communication, greater emotional availability, less competition rooted in male validation, and more freedom in defining relationships. Child, she was ready. Child, Raquel Noir was ready to hand down all the reasons why y'all need to stop acting like you don't like men, because you know you do. I wonder if Obama talked to her before she came out with all this. Child, that is a long list. It's no need for them to come out. All y'all going to do is judge them. I love a DL. Okay. And us straight women would love to know who to stay away from. Oh, okay. They going in on y'all's asses. Living in your truth will always be beneficial to society. Y'all are not living in your truth. Are you all not living in your truth? It's okay. Ruby Rose said it's okay. Obama says it's okay. I'm sure there's somebody else that I forgot. They said it's okay. All these people that can't stand y'all certainly do have a lot of time and know a lot about y'all, allegedly, right? She actually right. Truth is what will help society. The secrets have always been an issue, not just with this, with everything. Oh, she not lying. These men are hurting and people, sorry, y'all, excuse me. It's this protein shake. The actual real protein shake, okay? Lord help your people. These men are hurting and people, women health in risk because they can't live in their truth. Who can't be gay if they want to be gay in 2026? Bueller? Who can't be gay if they're gay in 2026? I'd be so confused by this because my whole freaking timeline on Instagram is a bunch of people with purple hair, orange hair, half naked, fat asses that think that they can feed babies even though they're males. But that's okay. Those low testosterone men is who y'all supposed to act like. So y'all supposed to be LTMs. This is what this means. These women got all the solutions for y'all. They got all the solutions for y'all. This girl, Chantel Could, says, first, we need to make it safe for them to come out instead of shoving your personal views and beliefs on them. Just let them in peace would be a start. Everybody needs to do this, not athletes and rappers. Everyone needs to be informed and be able to choose if they are okay with that or not. So true, a lot. 98% of men are gay. Most of them are married and hate their wives. I tell you, they done figured y'all out. So now because they can't get married and they can't get in relationships, then that means that y'all are gay and y'all need to come out and tell your truth and live in your truth and don't be down low and don't hate your wives and don't hate women. And it'll be better for society if you all would just act right. They just love putting the blame on y'all, Anton, and Donald damn Trump. I mean, y'all need to get a coalition together, child. Y'all need to get a coalition together because clearly y'all could resolve and solve everything because everybody be watching what the fuck it is that y'all be doing. Coming to some asinine conclusions that are rooted in absolutely nothing but mindless brain matter in between the ears. But the thing is that there's so many people that just go along with it. It's the funny part. Not really funny, but just the funny part. You know what I'm saying? Just go along with this thing. This is that fake sisterhood stuff. Because once they find one of you gay, down low, allegedly LTM males, and they like you, they're going to go for it. And then somebody else finds out, and then she going to go for it. And then they still going to be sitting up here fighting over, say I'm lying. This is really crazy, y'all. But you know what this means? It means I was right as usual. This is why I don't know these people. They crazy, y'all. I already knew. Crazy. Child, you can't be around me talking this foolishness that's rooted in absolutely nothing but I don't even know where it comes from. Just comes from nowhere. Who can't be gay today? Who can't be gay? Who? Because child, the color community gonna make fun of the color community. It don't matter what it's about. It don't even matter what it's about. So they're gonna make fun, or they're gonna accept the dumb shit and make fun of anything that makes sense. So it's like you have nothing to lose. So who wouldn't be gay? Child, I'm still waiting for Obama allegedly to finally come out after that foolishness that he said. They probably was like, yeah. Child, I don't get it. It's not for me to get. These people are half damn crazy every day and getting crazier every day. Thank you, boo. He said they can figure out everything except how to be a wife. Exactly. Can't make this up. Ruby Rose with them damn toddler hairs. I got baby hair fatigue. Me too. I absolutely do. Let me see. Hold on. These bitches got all these reasons. Let's take a look. They don't want to address something like this. Shout out to Father's Lives Matter. They want to talk about Ja, but they don't want to talk about her. Father goes viral after sharing video of baby mama leaving their daughter on the porch. Because y'all so busy worrying about what they doing that you're not even caring for your own kids, which we already know y'all don't like your kids anyway. I know that. I said that. Y'all don't like your kids. Y'all don't give a damn about these kids. Not one bit.
Therefore, you're going against everything you're saying. And I will leave her right here and pull the fuck off on my life. I swear to God. I don't give a fuck. I mean, being there. Therefore, you're going against everything you're saying. And I will leave her right here and pull the fuck off on my life. I swear to God. I don't give a fuck.
So Ruby Rose, where's the dissertation on this, child? Because I could do this all day. I could do this with you biatches all day. Because y'all don't give a damn about these kids. And the funny thing about it, which is not really funny, is all she trying to do is get back at that man that's her baby daddy, and she going to use the kid to hurt him. But you're going to put the kid in danger over him, which means you value that man that people allegedly want to say is LTM and ABCD. Then what is this? Because y'all don't give a shit about these kids. They're your kids. And that's a girl. That's a little girl. Well, I think so, because she got a pink jacket on. I could be wrong. Allegedly, it's a little girl. And you just left her. Any dog could have came up here. She could have fell over. You don't care. Yeah, we know you don't give a fuck, because you bitches don't give a fuck about these kids. You was just trying to get some pleasure. Got pregnant by somebody you don't know, didn't know, still don't know. Now trying to command and demand, because that's what this is all about. Even that shit with what Ruby Rose says is to put y'all's in y'all's place and to tell you what to do based off of what the fuck they say. Not a penis in sight, but they know everything about somebody that has a fucking penis. Make it make sense. And like Uncle Rick said, don't run off at the mouth with all this shit. Obsessed at this point, y'all. This got to be obsession, right? This is what men need to do. And what's going to happen is that they're then going to say, everybody is ABCD, there's no men available. If there's already no men available, now you want them all to come out and be ABCD, you're going to say there's even less men available. Why do you care if there's men available or not? Because then you're going to say, I want to get married and nobody approaches me and all that other dumb shit that y'all say. Just keep pushing them away, y'all. Just keep on pushing them away. Push it real good, because that's all that's happening. And if you think people ain't taking a look at this, they definitely are. So Ruby Rose is crazy. All them people in them comments is crazy. And this biatch here is crazy. And what you need to be taking care of is these damn kids that I know you don't give a damn about. So if you remember the friend from the other day who had that sentence written down in Philly, shout out to Philly, and gave them the information or gave them the sentence to read, and they didn't understand it and they couldn't read it. School said that they was going to allegedly expel him and keep him from going to the prom. So he was apprehensive about releasing part 2. Well, it looks like he released part 2. And child, with a new sentence, they still a bunch of damn.
What the fuck does that say?
But they definitely know how to cuss, isn't it? Congratulations. Shout out to the kids. Can't read, but know how to cuss.
Why am I reading this? No, I'm not reading this. This is a whole bunch of bullshit.
The colonel asked the choir to accommodate the governor's schedule.
What does that mean?
But he's asking the choir to accommodate to the governor's schedule, right?
Yeah, in your own words.
There's a governor's schedule, and so the colonel is asking the choir to accommodate to it.
In your own words.
I don't know, bro.
The Carnival Act required to accommodate the governor's schedule.
All right, what does that mean?
Right? They asked the people to sing for the governor's schedule. I don't know what this means.
The Carnival Act required to accommodate the governor's schedule.
What does that mean?
He acts required to accommodate. I don't know, bro. It means he asked him to read the schedule.
The Colonel asked the choir to accommodate the governor's schedule.
What does that mean?
To sing with the governor.
Read that in this card.
What the fuck?
So it says the colonel asked the choir to accommodate the governor's schedule. So you want them to sing when the governor's available. That's all that means. These dummies can't even do that. Dummism all 2026. Y'all over here worrying about what men need to do. Your kids is dumb as box of fucking rocks and y'all don't give a damn. I can cuss, I'm 54. You got your minor kids in here cussing on camera. They don't care because clearly you don't care because all y'all doing is worrying about what men are doing that you don't allegedly like and that you're not settling for. But according to that lady over there on tonight's conversation, there's a lot of, most of them damn conversations from tonight's conversation. Y'all over here settling. Can y'all settle for taking care of your kids and make sure they're not dummies? Because then when they get on up out of here, they're going to be doing the most. That's just going to get them in trouble. Then you're going to come out here and say, nah, my baby, even though it is yours. Dummism. Just dummism. This is ridiculous. And this one isn't even as hard as the other day. The colonel asked the choir to accommodate the governor's schedule. I mean, at least they had Gauche on there the other day. And it's like, you might not know that word or whatever. But the rest of this sentence is the easiest sentence in the damn world. They don't even know what it means. And they're all colored kids. Shout out to the colored community fucking it up from day to night. Shout out to Michael Jackson. Working day and night to fuck it all up and get the priorities all messed up so that 2053 gets here and they be absolutely nothing. But y'all make sure you listen to Rolly in the game. All this in change type of shit's coming. I mean, it's here. It must be here somewhere because according to Ricky, y'all got to leave. But what the hell do I know? Let's go over here to Tahiri. I don't know why she's coming up. This used to be Joe Budden's ex-girlfriend and used to be on Love and Hip Hop. Yeah, I think it's Love and Hip Hop, which I think is coming to an end. Is Love and Hip Hop either Love and Hip Hop or the Real Housewives? One of those franchises is allegedly coming to an end, right? This is what y'all be worried about now. A second ago, it was you need to come out and let everybody know that you're gay, live in your truth, be happy, be a better part of society, leave these women alone, we be in less danger. Now you got Tahiri, who got to be pushing 50, says she's open to dating younger men, YNs, child. I'm still amazed that that phrase has gone so quickly to get out here into the world. Ladies, if you're in your late 30s or early 40s, will you date a man in his 20s?
Today, while cutting my client's hair, I made a confession. I told him that I might be.
Child, why is she telling this white man this?
Open to the idea of dating a younger man or YN or whatever it is you guys like to call it nowadays. And of course, y'all, he looked at me crazy. But Team Tahiri, hear me out. I've met 40-year-olds that act like boys and guys in their late 20s that are ready to commit and are financially stable. Like back in the day, used to be the 40-year-old that was ready to commit and it was financially stable. Now the tables have turned. Like the other day, I met this guy. He was calm. He was cool. He was mature. He had like this old spirit about him, like an old soul. Guys, when I found out he was 25, I almost dropped my clippers. Look, I'm not saying I am. I'm saying that I am open to the idea of dating a younger guy. Today, while cutting my client.
Who is this white Indian man in the chair? And is this what she does now? She's a barber or something? Was she a rapper or a singer or something? I don't know. What does she do? Her downwind. 48 years old. Ass been assing. But this is what she wants to portray. This is why you got Ruby Rose out here telling y'all what y'all need to do. Because it's just all these opportunities out here. So now they're going to go for your kids. This is what I'm hearing. They're going to go for your kids. 20s. She 48. Listen, it is what it is, right? But Nia just said it. She just said it. Who else just said it? Did Gail say it? All these people is going after y'all's kids. Going after your kids, child.
It's here, I made a confession.
Kid.
I told him that I might be open to the idea of dating a younger man or a YN or whatever it is you guys like to call it nowadays. And of course, y'all, he looked at me crazy. But Team Tahiri, hear me out. I've met 40-year-olds that act like boys and guys in their late 20s that are ready to commit and are financially stable. Like back in the day, it used to be the 40-year-old that was ready to commit and it was financially stable. Now the tables have turned. Like the other day, I met this guy. He was calm. He was cool. He was mature. He had like this old spirit about him, like an old soul. Guys, when I found out he was 25, I almost dropped my clippers. Look, I'm not saying I am. I'm saying that I am open to the idea of dating a younger guy. Today,
I don't get it, y'all. I just don't get it. It's not for me to get. It's not for me to get, child. If you're gonna do it, do it. You got to make this announcement and basically justify. Because all this is an explanation to justify what the hell it is that you said. If you really believed in it, that's what you was going to do, just go ahead and do it. Because even though I just saw a video, Jada Black, I believe, made a video because Larsa Pippen's boyfriend broke up with her, and she dates 20-some-odd-year-old dudes. I mean, this one might have been 30-some-odd, right? And they broke up after a year or something. Larsa don't be out here making no damn, as far as I can tell, making no damn videos to be like, oh, I'm gonna date people that are younger because they more rich. Child, she just do the shit. Thanks for the tip. And don't give a damn. These people gotta make these damn announcements and talk about how somebody's too old. Bitch, how old are you? What are we talking about? That's what Nia said to child, whatever, Kiki. I can't. These people are crazy. These people are fucking crazy. It's attention, the need for attention. Unsolo. Imagine being a bust down to YNs and calling it. Child, So if you're older, you crazy. If you're younger, you crazy. There's just no in between, yeah. I hate to be the ones to tell y'all, but there's no in between. Now, they don't have anything to say about this either, okay? I didn't realize this is where I was going with this conversation, but I had this stuff already ready. So Ruby Rose can talk about what y'all need to do, can talk about that y'all would be free and that the world would be better for women and there'd be more options, opportunities, and wives wouldn't have to suffer because there's all these wives suffering in the world, right? This is a teacher with this is a gargoyle teacher. It says, teacher admits having sex with underage student multiple times on. Why is Ruby Rose not talking about this? Why does Ruby Rose have nothing to say about this? Why is she not chastising her and all the heifers that do this? Because y'all know we've been over them and I can always bring up more, trust me. Because this is, so you got Tahiri saying YNs, right? So she's saying younger. These heifers, the teachers are the worst because they be going minor. And don't nobody seem to have much to say about that. What are dissertations on this shit? Y'all don't give a damn about your sons. Y'all don't give a damn about your minor kids and what they going through. Now, what kid is over here saying, yeah, she looking good? Not that that matters because it really doesn't. It really doesn't matter, right? But where is the outrage for these female teachers that continue to take y'all sons down? Remember, in the mamas, right? Remember the mama that had the party because she was seeing her son's friend and was in there taking him down and they heard him at the door, that disgusting pool party shit. Y'all remember that? Where the dissertations on that, Ruby Rose? Nothing to say about that. That's okay, y'all. That's okay that these horny ass, crazy ass, weird ass, funky ass, desperate ass biatches can take down y'all sons, but God forbid if it's the other damn way around. Look at the outrage when it's older men. Let's talk about CGA. Shout out to CGA. CGA and Tony Gaskins and that other old crow sitting up here carrying on because he's dating age women and they got a problem with it because they're younger. But Tahiri is over here talking about, oh, YNs. And then you got this crow sitting up here taking down your kids that are minor in the daggone school. She's supposed to be teaching your punk ass kids and she down there taking them home and shit, allegedly. It says Heather Mashburn Smith was arrested on Wednesday. Oh shit, this is recent. After police received a tip-off that the teacher had X with a teenager twice in the past month. And the fact that y'all dumbasses don't think that these young minor kids ain't gonna tell their friends and the shit gonna get out is amazing to me. And these are teachers. I would think that teachers had some sense. I would think that they had some smarts about them. Clearly they don't. So women's empowerment and being equal and gender equal and all this shame, and it's just so that y'all can fuck whoever you want whenever you want. I figured it out. That's what this is all about. Feminism, women empowerment. You heard Jamie sitting up there talking about her sexual empowerment. She's a whore, okay? She said it, I'm saying it too. Meg said it in her song, I'm saying it on air. She said she a whore, I'm gonna agree with her. I don't care. And this heifer is a low mester. All these teachers are low mesters. Where's that outrage at? How come y'all ain't focused on that? All these kids out here wilding out, got all these issues. Your kids dumb as boxes of fucking rocks, can't even read and comprehend shit. Y'all worrying about what the fuck a grown ass man is doing, gay or not. But you following and listening to Funky Dineva. So here's the thing. If y'all all decided that you was ABCD or ABCD adjacent, child, whatever it is, and then you started telling them what to do, anybody think they're going to listen? Bueller. Anybody think they're going to listen? Bueller. I'm thinking no. I could be wrong. I'm thinking no. Well, I don't know if you was here for the birthday. Hold on, let me find it. Let me find a birthday for you, child, because I don't want you to miss out. And we'll go back here to Ruby Rose, but she done pissed me off, so I'm not going to be able to do it. We have a new birthday rendition for y'all when it's y'all's birthday. Hold on. If I got rid of it, I'm going to be mad. Oh, shit, I may have gotten rid of it, y'all. Now I'm upset. Sorry, boo. That's okay. I'll let you see this instead. Happy birthday to you. All right. Happy birthday. Everybody say happy birthday to Trey. This is his happy birthday dance. All right. Sexy Red say, hey, boo. Happy birthday to you. Just FYI. That's for everyone whose birthday is this month of May until you get to Gemini, because we will not be accepting this foolishness. Shout out to the Geminis. Thank you, boo. He said, messy re-distro post. 3 teachers a week. Needing to get the wood chipper, add her to the list. Nasty work. Did you send it to me? Because I'm not sure I understand who that is. One solo. Thank you, boo. Now they think you should be happy. It happens to you. I would not be listening to none of these fucking fools, but I would be making notations. And all I'm going to say is for the hating hoes that be hating and listening, this is why y'all can't get shit. Because you allow heifers like these people to play in y'all's face, and you ain't got no outrage for none of them. You let that shit fly. You allow them to take down your kids. You allow these people that say the dumbest of things to come out here and say the dumbest of things about people that you know damn well that you are interested in. I don't care what nobody says. Don't nobody spend this much time talking about something that they're not interested in. And because you can't get it, then that's when you make up this dumb shit and say these dumbass things. Then you're looking crazy. But when some woman drops the kid off on the porch and leaves the baby alone, y'all ain't got shit to say. Your kids or your teachers are taking down your sons, y'all ain't got nothing to say. Your kids out in the street doing teen takeovers, y'all ain't got nothing to say. Your kids over here slamming down kids on the daggone concrete and then stumping on their head because you couldn't get a number, y'all ain't got shit to say. But it's y'all's fault. So speaking of, let's go on over here. Glad Kofa's here. Shout out to Kofa for part 2 from Dondre. Because the dude, the child, he is the minor, let me say minor, who slammed the kid on the concrete. And I don't even know if that girl is okay. I'm not even sure. He said that's y'all's fault because y'all got to step up and y'all got to do better. I don't know what's wrong with y'all, but y'all need to go ahead and bring out your gayness And then so not only do you have to be gay, you also have to live with married couples so that you can then teach those sons, not daughters, mind you, sons, what it is to be gay. And then you got to SYCBM the community because of all the single moms. This is what happens. I do blame y'all though, because y'all allow these bitches to get out of control. That is y'all's fault. Y'all allow these bitches to get out of control. Half damn crazy. Anyway, let's listen to Dondre because Dondre got more to say. He says he's reporting for duty. The difference between black males and black men, there's a critical distinction between being a male and being a man in the black community. And of course, there's always someone trying to repackage your messaging. It's just the time we live in. But as I always stress, men are motivated by purpose and service. Black men to take responsibility for fixing things that we haven't even broken. That is what men do. So he basically just now said, now we know y'all really didn't do it, but it's y'all's responsibility to fix it. Get it together and SYCBM it up.
Dondre Whitfield. I'm a proud black man and I'm reporting for duty. It was recently brought to my attention that some dude obviously looking for attention, so I won't mention his name, but I will mention his tactic. And the tactic was to mention a comment that I made during a post of Funky Dineva when he said that black men are the cancer of the black community.
The fact that this nigga actually is listening to Funky Dineva. And listen, I used to watch this nigga when he was on All My Children. Girlfriends. All right, that's it. I didn't even know that he was still acting, but it looks like he's just out here being foolish. I guess this is liberal, progressive, democratic bullshit too. So black community, y'all are gonna allow y'all, not me, because I fuck all these niggas, okay? This nigga, Funky Dineva, Rolly Roll, all of them. Y'all keep listening to these people that Obama, that's pushing gayness. I'm going to just say it, fuck it. They're pushing gayness on all men, complain about men. You need to be in your truth, complain about men. What, y'all won't marry us? You want them to be gay. What the hell? How about you take a look in the damn mirror and take care of your GD self? How about that? I guess that's just crazy talk. Now, I guess Dondre think he coming to the damn rescue. He's annoying as fuck. Okay? Because now he's talking about, he's listening, basically, this is what I'm hearing. I ain't let him finish. I'm going out on a limb. He listening to Funky Dineva. I will never listen to somebody whose name is Funky. And the funny part about it, but that's not ha funny, but funny as in, I realized when I was looking more into Funky Dineva, that nigga had cancer last year. He might still have it. I don't know. So for him to have suffered from cancer, or maybe, I'm not sure. And then to talk about the black men are the cancer of the black community, I feel like that's something that you shouldn't be saying. That's some type of karma bullshit. Because one, you shouldn't be saying that. Two, you're not helping anything. You're causing more of a divide. And three, what are you doing to help? Not a GD thing. Not a GD thing.
The comment that I dropped was that I agree and reporting for duty. If you've been following me for more than 5 minutes,
well then congratulations, you go and do that. You have fun with it.
You understand that I do what black men are supposed to do.
Y'all are supposed to follow. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all not following Dondre. Because if you're a black man, you're sassy straight up in here today, you supposed to be doing this because that's what black men are supposed to do. So y'all already know that you're supposed to crash out for any biatch, or because Dondre said, or Funky Dineva said, and you're supposed to listen to them and go out here, even if you got your own families, even if you got your own wives, even if you've got your own responsibilities, you're supposed to go out here and do this and save the community from a bunch of women that's telling y'all that you need to come out here and be gay. A bunch of single baby moms telling y'all that you need to be gay, or whores, because it's typically one or the other. It's either a whore or somebody that's looking for all your money. So that's a gold digger, right? That's who y'all supposed to listen to. All these people, like like, does no one have faith that y'all know what the fuck y'all are doing? Again, Ruby Rose don't want to talk about all these kids wilding out and who the hell is raising them, or they sitting out here standing on the corner talking about my mama said, but my mama said, but my mama said. Don't want to talk about that, but find a way to bring it back to y'all, and it's y'all's responsibility. Especially for, I know most of y'all anyway, for the ones that I know are law-abiding citizens. So what the fuck more are we supposed to do? Let me rephrase. What are y'all supposed to do? I guess law-abiding is not the way. Because, you know, when your kids is out here wilding and doing teen takeovers, they ain't got shit to say about that either. That's acceptable and it's okay. Child. Thank you, boo. Funky Doniva wears a wig with a Baron Davis beard. He actually does. He actually dresses... Excuse me, I've gotten pictures of which I won't put him out there, but if you look him up, he definitely has dressed like a woman for whatever reason. I don't know what that nigga does. I don't know like what his life's purpose is, but he definitely dressed up as a woman in drag or whatever you want to call it. So the fact that people think that real, and I said real, straight black males are going to listen to a man in drag is telling me this dummism is spreading like wildfire. The dummism is spreading like a wildfire. And they're willing participants. But that's fine. Delineate. Unsolo. I don't listen to any one hairline. He don't listen to nobody with a disabled hairline. I hear you. I don't. I'm particular with my ABCDs. I'm particular with everybody. I am particular with everybody because I already know, have already known. I understand that people will come from their whatever they're looking for, if that makes sense. They're gonna be cool with you based off of what they're looking for, right? This is why I don't deal with women, y'all. I don't deal with a lot of damn women, and if I do, I have to know you. There's no way, because I know these bitches ain't shit and will come for whatever it is that they want. I know it like I know the back of my fucking hand. So that's why I don't have them around. I don't need a ton of men around me because I just don't. And then the ones that I have, I would never know a man who doesn't take care of his kids. I would never know a man like that. I'm not going to willingly know men that just go around cheating on their wives and stuff like that, especially if I know the wife. Specifically if I know the wife. Nah, I ain't got time for that either. Nah, miss me with that bullshit. I don't play those games at all. I'm not saying people got to be perfect, but what you're not going to do is be bringing that shit around me, because if you act like that, then you talk to my husband, child. We ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. Carry your ass on over there. Stay your ass on over there. I'm good. We good. Okay. But a lot of people don't think like that and just think that, that's where that's why I throw that you black, we black, everybody black shit out the window. No, the fuck you not with us, not with me. That don't mean shit. That don't mean a damn thing. Your character and who the fuck you are and how you act is what matters. And if you ain't got good character, I don't give a fuck what color you are. Imagine, maybe they would have had better results if they didn't elect Tiffany, who was a single baby mom, and that's what they wanted. And they thought those were the good qualities to elect her. Now, shout out to Big Tiff, though, because now that she's gone and still has not been arrested, they still having the same issues, if not worse, down there in that town. So maybe she wasn't the problem. Anyway, good luck to her down there in Georgia.
I've been with the same black woman for 28 years. We have raised 2 awesome black children to become young black adults. I am not only a father to my biological children, but I am a bonus father to any child that I come across that I see is at a deficit.
There you go. That's what y'all supposed to do. Y'all supposed to be crash test dummies out here for anybody. Do I have any kids to show y'all today? Since he just said it, let me take a look real quick. I don't think I brought up any crime is down. So that's my bad. I should have, but I didn't know what this nigga was going to say. But let's finish listening to him.
I wrote a book called Male versus Man, where I talk about the difference between being a male and being a man. The premise behind the book is that males look to be served while men look to be of servants. The problem in society, particularly within our community, is that the black males look like the black men by virtue of the fact that we have the same structure, we have the same body parts.
Child, can you hurry up because you're sounding crazy? Oh yeah, I can fast forward it now over here. All right, let me fast forward him because he sounds stupid.
In my last video, I talked about how black males move from the motivation of their penis, while black men move from the motivation of their purpose. Biologically, we are the same, but our
he's so busy trying to sound like he's so fucking smart.
Functionality is completely different. So when I said I agree and I'm reporting for duty, I did what men are supposed to do. We're supposed to take responsibility, even for things that we haven't broken.
You are supposed to take responsibility even for things that you haven't broken, i.e., like Gemini says, you're wrong, Gemini. You are supposed to SYCBM. That's really what it means. What he's basically saying, why he's going through this, oh, we're both black, we look black, but we're different because you work by your penis and I work by my brain. You're supposed to go save the women. That's what this all boils down to. That's what it all boils down to. And that's why Funky Dineva said, black women, you are not a part of this. That's the basis of all of it, from him and for this nigga right here. Y'all supposed to go. That's why he's talking about what's broken. That's why he's talking about you're supposed to go and take care of things that are, even if you didn't break it, I should say, you're supposed to take care of it. So all the heifers that don't seem to know how to use birth control, all the heifers that seem to want to be out here screwing anybody and everybody at any time of the day, all day, these heifers that sit up here and say one person is the baby daddy and then find out it's somebody else, the heifers that go in there screwing Blueface, 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 heifers that are screwing Blueface and getting up on this internet saying you nutted at me 2 times. Such a wonderful, classy young lady. How about somebody teach these bitches how not to be whores? Instead of getting mad that you act like a whore, you talk like a whore, somebody call you a whore, then you get offended, Meg Thee Stallion. Then you got women defending a person who says she's a whore and call it sexual freedom or whatever the fuck Jamie said it was. Just making shit up to accommodate a woman every single time. It's ridiculous. But you know these biatches don't see it because it's to their benefit. But it's not working is the thing. So why continue to press this solution when it ain't working? So that you can then not only go SYCBM, gentlemen, and then they gonna tell you what to do. The baby mom of 3 times 5, the baby mom who's sitting up there waiting for food stamps or can't work 20 hours, the baby mom that sat here and is waiting for food stamps in Section 8. Y'all supposed to go save those people. And then when you save them, and then you bring them into your fold, and you bring them into your house, and you bring them into your finance, they're going to tell you what to do. And then when you don't do it, then they'll go and crash out. You lose everything. Now, who the hell signing up for that? Bueller? It's for the tip. Because typically, I said typically, that's how that shit be going. And then you at a loss, you either deceased, you either in jail, or you poor. You are either deceased, you are in jail, or you are poor. And then you get the benefit of that bitch who just dropped that kid off on the daggone porch and left the kid. That's her baby. These motherfuckers don't have shit to say about that. Them kids will figure it out one of these days. Even that baby, she don't know. She'll be okay. But the problem with the community is y'all. Because then you got to be gay too. Lest we not forget that part. Not only do you have to be gay, but then you got to listen to gays. Then you got to listen to this nigga because he black and you black and you're supposed to be a male. And if you're not doing what he says, then wait, you're a man if you're doing what he says, but you're just a black male if you're not doing what he says. Who the fuck even knows Dondre Whitfield? Like, for the most part. I think more people probably know who Funky Dineva is than they know who Dondre Whitfield is. That's no shade. I'm just saying. I forgot the nigga was still doing anything, if he's doing anything. Oh, yeah, he cleaning up the community, which is what y'all need to be doing. We need to be taking on all these damn kids that Brandon Johnson is allowing to be out here all hours of the damn night, letting them have team takeovers, telling everybody else not to freaking talk. I'm sorry, not to talk about those kids. Then he goes and taxes your black asses, and y'all blame Donald Trump. say idiocracy? Woo! I cannot. And they just doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on all of it. It's good to see, and it's good content to show people how crazy these people are. But then there'll be people, the hating hoes that are watching, that'll be like, well, I'm the white supremacist. Yes, I'm the white supremacist because y'all don't know how to use birth control in 2026. I'm the white supremacist because y'all continue to get fucked and screwed over, that you go on tonight's conversation and say, he gave me a key and then there was a woman in there, but I'm still going to open up my legs and take all that pleasure. But telling straight men that they need to be gay is what the solution is. Child, if y'all don't go to hell, Han Solo, we need the blue face emojis. Let me write that down. I totally forgot. I think Queen told me to do that. Because, child, every time I say that, every time I see that, and then I'm sure there'll be another woman. I'm sure there'll be another woman that's sitting up here screwing blue face. But these women are supposed to BIPOCs, because that includes everybody now, are supposed to be telling somebody else what the hell they're supposed to be doing. Where is it, y'all? Where is it written? Where is it seen that women are supposed to tell men what to do? Bueller? I'm not talking about you in a relationship and you figuring things out. I'm talking about you ain't even got a fucking man, but you're going to have the nerve and the all damn audacity to tell men what they need to do and how they need to act. Where the hell did that happen? When did that happen? Where's that written? What law is that? What Bible is that in? Where they find that at? How the hell does that work? Where's that written in stone? I'm confused. Did I miss that part? What part, what book in the Bible is that in? I'm confused. Otis, yes, that's what you're supposed to do. Yes. And then if you lose your life, they'll make sure you get a funeral and then they'll go take your money. That's why bitches was mad that when Kobe died, and his daughter, mind you, they conveniently seem to forget about that. They complaining because the money don't go to the black community. Child, what community? Bueller? I want somebody to tell me where the black community is. Bueller? Where that? Where is it? Where? The hood? Y'all got that? Where is it? Anybody? Bueller? Oh, it's on social media. All right, they can have that too. Anywhere else? Anywhere else? Because I do agree. They definitely follow what crazy people say. Let's finish listening to this one.
Those, on the other hand, just point fingers. They're very much like boys who haven't quite grown up mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. While their bodies have grown, they're still stuck in the mental capacity of boys. They're still stuck in the emotional capacity of boys. They're still stuck in the spiritual capacity of boys. I made a post a couple of days ago talking about black men. What are we doing? And why did I say that? I wasn't attacking black men for creating situations that we see play out every single day on social media. It was a rally cry to my brothers, to my fellow men in our...
It's a rally cry, y'all, okay? It's a rally cry. So rally it on up.
Our community that I know would take responsibility for things that they haven't even broken, but we take responsibility to fix them. What Funky Dineva was talking about was that black men have to fix this and black women can't.
He's a black man. Why aren't you calling him to be doing something instead of running off at the mouth, sir? How come you're not... Too bad that thing is in the middle. I get that pose. Why are you not telling him to do it? Because he certainly pulled himself right the fuck on out of it. And why are you so easily just led and listening to an ABC motherfucking D? I'm confused. A person that freaking dresses up like a woman. A person that I don't even know what the hell their purpose is. A person that has talked negatively about black women plenty of times. Y'all can definitely absolve what you want to absolve.
He's absolutely right. I'm going to tell you something else. One of the reasons why some of our black males are showing up the way that they're showing up is because many of us are not even permitted to be human. And by that, I mean, when you take a young male and you tell that young male from the time that he is a boy and doesn't really understand much about himself, and you say, men don't cry. So we take away the function of a human being and then expect him to show up as human, particularly when we don't give that young male information and instruction that they need in order to...
So in other words, they want a bunch of low testosterone men. So now, after all these years, it's a problem to tell a young boy not to cry. You know who else they tell not to cry? Girls. How many times? Any MSTs in here? How many times you done heard? You better stop it right now. I'm gonna give you something to cry about. Shut it up before I give you something to cry about. Keep crying, and then you there. Am I lying? About to hyper fucking ventilate. Cause they deem it that you're not supposed to cry. So none of us grew up and was able to live life knowing that we had to go through that. So now all of a sudden you're not gonna be a man if somebody tells you not to cry. How many situations? Hell, I told y'all, I told myself while I'm at work, I'm not crying. I'm not gonna cry, even though I feel like it. Not gonna be able to do it. I will leave first. I'm not crying. Fuck y'all. You're not gonna see me sweat. That's a good tactic anyway, because there's only certain amount of people, there's only certain people that you can technically cry in front of once you're an adult. I don't care what nobody says. That's the same for women. That's the same for women. I can cry obviously in front of my family, right? All my family. I don't like to do it here, but I'll get emotional. I can get emotional with these stories, but that's emotional. That's not me coming to cry because somebody did me wrong or something like that. That's completely different, right? I'm not going to be at work crying because my boss gets on my last damn nerve every day. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I will go to the bathroom and sit there for an hour if I have to till I get my shit together, because you got to make sure that your eyes don't show that you were crying as well. So we go through the same thing, Dondre. You're not gonna see me cry. You're not. I'm not doing it. So what's the difference? You can't be emotion. You can't show your emotion in every situation. Maybe that's part of the problem for the rest of you hoes, because you sit up there and you go cry at work, and then they'd be like, "Well, we can't depend on her because child, all she's doing is crying, and this is a high pressured job. Can't be sitting up here crying. Shit. What's gonna happen when some real shit come through? Then you done messed up your own damn chances for promotion and shit like that." It's a fine line for women, but I don't know that women understand and know that, because then you can be tough, you can be aggressive, and then it will look like you're an aggressive black woman, you're an angry black woman. Say it. I'm waiting for him to say it. And I've said before, if I was a man, you wouldn't be saying nothing like that. If I was a man, you wouldn't be saying that shit to me. I say that shit. Bitches, y'all know you don't say that shit back because you too scared to lose your fucking job. How the hell you gonna lose a job for talking? For talking. It ain't like I'm cussing them out. You wouldn't say that to me if I was a man. I'm gonna stand up for myself every single time, because clearly you're not gonna do it. Now, listen, I do press a little bit, but y'all fuck those motherfuckers, because I need motherfuckers to know I'm not scared of you, because that's who they play on. You know how sometimes you see some of these videos, and I'm so off topic, give me a second. You see people with these videos and you be looking like, I wish a motherfucker would. I wish a motherfucker would. Well, let me tell you something. Those motherfuckers at every job I've ever worked at, no fucking not to fuck with me. I don't care. You gonna know not to play them games with me. You better go play them games with them, not I. And if it still look crazy, I'll call HR in a heart motherfucking beat. I don't give a fuck. You're not gonna bully me. No one is ever gonna bully me. It's not gonna happen. Child, if I gotta call a lawyer, I do it. My mom's done it. I know who to go to figure that the fuck out too. Child, y'all too scared for me. Y'all too scared for me that you won't even negotiate your own fucking salary. While we now sitting up here talking about 2053, you spend every single fucking dime of your life. So everybody complaining right now, y'all, about gas prices. And what they're saying, last thing I heard was, gas prices ain't been this high since 2022. Now, they don't realize what they just said when they said that. That's fine. We'll let that go. So now, I gotta make a choice between food and gas and this and that. And it's like, this shit is cyclical. I think the word is cyclical. It goes up and down. It always goes this way. Might it not have gone this high? Maybe not. But there has been times under Joe Biden that it has been that high. So, child, you know what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to fucking adjust. You're supposed to adjust. These people don't want to do that. And these damn, when I'm listening to the news, And I'm listening and I'm like, oh my God, y'all must got a script in the back. For every time that the gas prices go high, y'all bring it out and you say the same shit. Just like when it's Thanksgiving time, they bring out the script, they say the same shit. When it's Christmas time, they bring out the script, it's the same. Child, I don't even understand how people watch the news. I don't watch the news. I don't watch it. I just catch some shit we need to talk about here, but for the most part, I don't watch the news because they're not saying anything. You gotta go figure it out for your fucking self, or they got their own damn agendas. Ain't nobody listening to me. Come on, nigga.
Perform like a man, particularly when they begin to look like one. Simply because a male looks like a man doesn't mean that he performs like one. Growing up in Brooklyn, what I learned, and many brothers like me learned, was all of the things that define masculinity, but not manhood. What we learned was, how much paper does he make? His pecs, how strong is he? Can he fight? And then his penis. In other words, how many women have you slept with? All of those things point to your masculinity, but not necessarily your manhood. The measurement of their manhood is going to come from the dedication that they have to being of service to those in their house.
Oh, so now it's being of service. He didn't mention, what about if you are married? What about if you have a family? What about if you have homes and you've contributed to your county, your city, or your state, or stuff like that? Not to mention your damn job. He don't mention none of that. He don't want to mention none of that. Does that not count? You're raising your children. You're taking them where they need to go. You're directing them like that dude that we keep watching with the weights with his kid. You don't want to say none of that. Oh, he's going to say what you're not doing is getting out here and taking on these baby moms. Y'all better get out here and take. Come on, Michonne. Come on, child. Oh, my God. You better get out here and take damn baby moms. That's what it really comes down to. Y'all better get out here and take care of these baby moms. That's why you got all this. Yeah, say it, say it, say it, say it. All right, ask a brother. I see you up in there agreeing, Jeff. I see you. This nigga crazy. I don't care. So y'all gonna listen to Dondre? We're all utility. Well, I don't know. I'll let y'all speak to that. I don't know. I'm just saying. It all equates to, just like with Funky, like with that story.
To the fact that we have the same structure.
It's just like the story with the kid with slamming the girl. They just forget the whole part about the mother coming out there saying, "Not my baby." The one with the little girl, 10:30 at night, where they raped her. That one, not my baby. The ones that took out that man in Philly a few years ago, not my baby. Took 6 or 7 kids, brought it down to 2, and nobody got convicted or went to trial over that. That man still the hell on up out of here. Who came to their defense when the time came? A bunch of bitches.
What are we doing? And why did I say that? I wasn't attacking black men for creating situations that we see play out every single day on social media. It was a rally cry to my brothers, to my fellow men in our community that I know would take responsibility for things that they haven't even broken, but we take responsibility to fix them. What Funky Dinino was talking about was that black men have to fix this and black women can't. He was absolutely right. I'm gonna tell you something else. One of the reasons why some of our black males are showing up the way that they're showing up is because many of us are not even permitted to be human. And by that I mean, when you take a young male and you tell—
Are y'all human? He's going back to the crying as I'm fast forwarding up. Are y'all human? Y'all out here crying in the streets? Are y'all out here crying in the streets? I would think that you wouldn't want but that's what they want, child. They want y'all to be pussy ass, low testosterone males.
Performs like one. Growing up in Brooklyn, what I learned, and many brothers like me learned, was all of the things that define masculinity, but not manhood. What we learned was, how much paper
sounds like you need to blame your mom. Who told you that?
Does he make? His pecs, how strong is he? Can he fight? And then his penis. In other words, how many women have you slept with? All of those things point to your masculinity, but not necessarily your manhood. The measurement of their manhood is going to come from the dedication that they have to being of service to those in their household, to those in their community, and then society at large. That really is the metric of manhood. But if no one ever teaches you that, and then since the time that you were a young child, they took away the parts that actually made you human, and then wonder why you don't show up humanely. If the only thing that we teach our young males, our young boys, is that men don't cry, and subsequently they're holding all of those things that they have deep feelings about, what we are ultimately doing is we are creating the powder kegs that are eventually going to explode on those of us in our community, namely our women and other children. Many people...
Namely our women and other children. Namely our women and other children. Well, there you go. Shout out to me. Now that we didn't already know. It's basically a different way of saying SYCBM.
shame black males for not performing like men simply because they're old enough to be men. And that has absolutely nothing to do with your performance. And the analogy that I draw in order to really bring this into focus is that the car that you drive doesn't care how old you are. The car that you drive only cares about your skill sets. So if no one ever gives you information and
Pretty sure the car don't give a damn. The car is just gonna run till it ain't running no more.
instruction about how to drive a car, you're gonna wreck every car that you drive. They're not allowed to cry. They're not allowed to talk about when they're afraid. They're not allowed to talk about when they're frightened. They're not allowed to talk about when they feel shame. They're not allowed to talk about any of those things, which steals their humanity away from them. And then everyone is disappointed when they don't show up humanely.
When you don't show for these bitches, all right? That's what it means, y'all. So if that's what the problem is, if you don't want to show up to these bitches, it's because you're not really a man. Okay? You're not a man. If you're not out here crying and saying that you're scared and saying that you're frightened, like, why do people gotta come out? Why do y'all gotta come out here in public and do all that? And then when you do have the places and spaces that you're supposed to go and talk, who come over there? Who come over there telling you how you need to do it and when to do it and who to do it with? Who come and try to tell y'all what to do and when to do it?
Now, don't get me wrong. No one should ever have to tell you not to body slam a woman and then step on her head. No one should have to tell you that.
Yes, someone does have to tell you that. That's called parenting, you jackass. And that's not happening with all of these people that want to be baby moms because they love that title so damn much. But then we'll blame you, sassy straights, and then listen to Dr. Umar to say that y'all are supposed to take all these single moms on, and he is a baby mom maker ×2, but ain't married nobody yet. Don't you love when people want to go ahead and tell other people what to do, and then they ain't doing it themselves? Or they just expect you to just listen to them because they're trying to shame you into doing something. That really always works. That's why Rolly and Al are having such a good time or having such success at this point as people leave every day listening to their bullshit.
But I will say this. When you leave a young male who is frustrated, fearful, angry, marginalized, demonized, violated, and then say that they don't have the ability to be able to express any of it without being shamed for it, again, we are creating the powder keg.
So now all of a sudden they being shamed for it. They not being shamed enough. That nigga need to be in jail. So when y'all start coming out here talking about you gay, let's see what Ruby Rose has to say. The agenda is clear. I don't know why people can't see it. They just want all y'all to be gay.
That are going to explode on those of us in our community.
Because then I think it may be the reason why, so then they can make excuses. See, this is the real reason why we can't get married, because they all gay. I done figured it out. Nothing can get done because all of y'all are gay, so they'll need you to do is say that you're gay, and then they can say, see, we told y'all. We can't get married because everybody's gay.
So when I said, I agree because I knew what he was talking about. He was talking about the black males that look like the black men. And when I said report.
And he a black male that Homer Simpson's his way on up out of there, but you're going to allow him to absolve himself, Dondre? Okay, nigga.
For duty? Absolutely. Because men show up to fix things that they haven't even broken. So as a man, I'm showing up to fix my community, even though I haven't done anything to contribute to it being broken. That's what men do. We show up and we show up.
All right, he about to start it all over, and I'm not about to hear it, okay? So y'all better go ahead and show up and do what Dondre said, and do what Funky Dineva said, and do what all the baby mamas said, because they making such great decisions. And these are the people that I guess are supposed to be leading something? Let's see. Let's talk about the biatches. Let's talk about this one since we're here. So I thought we already knew that this woman wasn't really a doctor. I guess people listen and hear what they want to hear. Dr. Bryant, just like Dr. Messi, said, I don't need a license because I'm not a therapist. I wonder if she's taking money to talk to people, though. I'm a psychology expert and life coach. I don't understand what's so hard for people to grasp about that. Coaches do not need a license. I'm about to be a life coach. I'm about to get that done. Coaches do not need a license. I do not identify as a therapist. My bio does not say therapist, and my website does not say therapist anywhere on it. It clearly says psychology expert and life coach. Does her name not say doctor at the front of it? Child, this damn thing right here is saying doctor. What are we talking about? Child, what are we talking about? She's just sitting up here making shit up now, right? What is going on? The fucking name says doctor right there. It's on site says, despite repeatedly referring to herself as a therapist on the Joe Budden podcast, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant now says that she isn't a therapist, but a life coach following the backlash. During her appearance on the JBP, she said, I started off as a marriage, family, child therapist about 18 years ago, and that she is not binded by BBS rules, regulations, and ethics. Child, she probably listened to Dondre Whitfield. What makes this even more alarming to many is that Bryant operates out of California, where state law prohibits anyone from representing themselves as a psychologist or using the word psychology to describe their service without an active license. John, we know they do anything in California. Let's argue. Do you think accountability should apply to those in the mental health space, especially when they have a large platform? Okay. Let's see what the SAPPHIRE have to say. The first one says, well, let me add that to my bio too, because as a 7-year nail tech, I'm surely a psychology expert now. I agree, girl. Add it. I agree. Next one says, well, a psychology expert would in fact be a psychologist, someone with a PhD or PsyD, and later being licensed. I say this as a forensic psychology master's student, graduated in a few months. She said, don't be making fun of my letters. She said, I earned them letters and she didn't. That's what I hear. Next one says, who child? All I know is graduating with my master's in addiction and mental health in 13 days, licensing coming this summer. Oh, so because they have licenses, they said, don't play with our names, girl. Doesn't Dr. Bryant have a doctorate in psychology? I don't see the problem if or does, because she would be considered a psychology expert. I don't know what that means. It's a sentence written incorrectly. She was licensed for 18 years and is no longer. Not sure what's hard about that. She doesn't want to be restricted by having a license. She's under expert and life coach. I guess it seems to work for her. All right, so I guess if she was a therapist, what the girl is saying is that she didn't renew her license. So that's the differentiation. Child, all this sounds crazy because y'all was listening to her regardless anyway. Not y'all, you know what I'm saying. Y'all was gonna listen to her ass anyway. I don't know why, but okay. This dude says, I want people to understand the idea that people cannot be an expert unless they are given a pass or a license is absolutely rooted in white supremacy. Oh my God. If you study, you can become an expert in anything, but that's not really what the argument is. Is she doing harm? So now that's the argument. Do you see what colors will put up with? Anything. Colors will allow and put up with anything. So you need a license is white supremacy now. It says, I want people to understand the idea that people cannot be an expert unless they are given a pass or a license is absolutely rooted in white supremacy. So in other words, having a standard is white supremacy. Differentiating yourself is white supremacy. Having a higher standard for yourself is white supremacy. All these, honestly, all these 92%, we the most educated should be upset and offended by this. Not upset as they're going to do something about it, but upset at this black dope tea or whatever the name is that's saying this dumb shit just to bring in racism for some reason. Then what are y'all going to school for? Then what are y'all going to school for and going into all this debt for then? In order for somebody like Cheyenne Bryant just to come in and be using it all this time, and now she want to change it up. And now you got this nigga talking about if you get a license, it's white supremacy. All right, y'all, go ahead. But these are the people that will go and not look into the doctors that do teeth, veneers or whatever, and you'll let them go ahead and do you. And then you mad when the shit come out wrong. Or you go get your BBL. I bet you want them to have a license or a doctor behind their name then. And even when they do, they still fuck you to fuck up and y'all still be doing it. Y'all gonna let this nigga sit here and talk about it's white supremacy in order to have a fucking standard. But then again, you're the assholes that will allow people to say that it's Jim Crow 2.0 in order to get a damn ID. Or to get a name change on an ID. This is why the color community needs DEI so badly, so they think that they can get something for the free. Because that's really what it comes down to. Because you really don't want to work. Which is why you're okay with videos that show your kids as dumb as a box of rocks. You ain't got a problem with that. Or the teachers that's taking down your sons, you ain't got a problem with that. But you want to stand behind LTM Dondre Whitfield and ABCD Funky Dineva and listen to what they have to say. My bad, include Obama, that says gay is the way. So the answer to everything now is gay is the way, and any type of standard is considered white supremacy.
Going, you're being a racist! Racist!
We like free stuff. Huh? So we came out here to get all this free stuff. Huh? But then the car saying, you can't get the free stuff. What? Cause the people want to take it. And how y'all gonna take some stuff that ain't even yours? It's free.
So I got my 2 baskets and took the bus or whatever.
Wait a damn minute.
We get down here, we get some free stuff.
We're already in a recession. Times are hard. Why not just let us get the items and invest and be okay? We are Black women. We care about our crown. Why not give back to the community and let us get the product? The tools, any other eviction.
I'm absolutely done. Absolutely done. Let me just let TikTok talk because these are. Let me just let TikTok talk about it because I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna make sure that whoever has anything to do with me and mine has a doctor, a license, something that hangs up in the back, like the dentist that I just went to that did all this damage on one side of my damn face. Black male that takes care of my family's dental needs. That's why y'all will go down to wherever they be going to get them BBLs, not Miami. That's why you go down there and be getting the cheapest of the cheap, and then you don't come back because you scrimp in the wrong places. No, what is the word? You be. It's not even being frugal. You don't want to spend money where you need to spend money at, but you'll spend money on Chris Brown and Usher and taking pictures with Chris Brown, but not on your health. Not for your fucking BBL. You're going to go cheap on that and then go to another country instead of any of the places that's probably in your own town that do reconstructive surgery that will give you a stupid ass BBL. You know, you could go to the gym. It's much cheaper and eat right. That's a thing too. But you know, it's lazyism. It's being lazy. You don't have to like it, but it's the fucking truth. And anybody that agrees that having a license is white supremacy, just go to hell. That's all I got at this point. Because y'all will try to blame white people for everything while you sit here and you participate in your own damn demise. You participate in your own downtroddenness. You participate in your laziness. And you love it so much that you listen to other MFers who are saying the same thing and you go right along with it. Go along with it. Have fun. If you are stupid, please don't be here. We don't have to agree, but if you're stupid or dumb, do not be here. We don't want you. We don't want you at all.
Practice under a license. And
Right
why
now, I'm
wouldn't
in
you?
private practice. I'm saying, and
Yeah.
that's what people don't understand, right? So just to educate some folks a little bit.
Hello, my name is Dr. Rekha Martin. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, professor of sciences, and podcast host who specializes in Black health and well-being. And I want to break down a clip from the Joe Budden podcast featuring someone who presents herself.
I've been in private practice as a doctor of psychology for 17 years.
Having a doctor does not mean someone is a licensed mental health professional.
When somebody say Dr. Bryant, it irks me. Where is she a doctor at?
When I got my doctorate, I transitioned to a psychology expert, life coach, so that my hands wouldn't be tied behind my back.
When someone celebrates being free from ethical oversight, I want you to think of that as a red flag.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Riva, and I'm back again with another video. Cheyenne Bryant is going viral again, okay? And this time it is because a licensed therapist is calling her out for a lot of her behavior in a recent conversation that she had when she was on the Joe Budden podcast.
No longer practice under a license.
Now, you know, at the forefront of this conversation, the number one person who's been walking around saying that this lady is not a doctor is obviously Corey Holcomb.
When somebody say Dr. Bryant, it irks me. Where is she a doctor at? Because I've done the research. I don't see doctor nowhere.
He said it a multitude of times, especially when he was on the Cam Newton podcast. And so we're going to go ahead and dive into this, right? So this is somebody who would be considered her peer, somebody who was in the same exact field. And she is going viral for her breakdown of basically calling Dr. Cheyenne Bryant out. So
if that lady ends up getting DEATH threats, you know who it's coming from, because you know it's not supposed to have the nerve to call out another sister. Even though people have been saying this stuff about Cheyenne Bryant ever since y'all brought her name to my attention. And shout out to Corey if that's what he was saying. And he did real research finally. Because, child, you know, Black women can just come out here and say anything, and then you got the 92% believing it and going along with it, and then the blogs, the ABCDs, the tethers going along with it, so everybody just accept it. Ace Metaphor got her on there. It's okay. You don't know. Oh, okay. Whatever y'all say. Whatever y'all say. Crazy, foolishness, dummism. Prince Revolver in the building. He said, I'm about to expose Messi for being a bully to bitch ass niggas. Well, you know how I do. I ain't got time for no bitch ass niggas.
I don't care. All I care about is my relatives. Let me drive this home. All I care about is a nigga disrespecting my relative, nigga. That's all I care about, boy. That's all I care about.
I'm going to go ahead and press play, pause, play, and give you guys my thoughts, my feelings, and my opinion on this entire situation.
No longer practice under a license.
And
Right now, I'm in private practice. I'm saying, and that's what people don't understand, right? So just to educate some folks a little.
Hello, my name is Dr. Rekha Martin. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, professor of sciences, and podcast host who specializes in Black health and well-being. And I want to break down a clip from the Joe Budden podcast featuring someone who presents herself as Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. But before we dive in, I want to make something incredibly clear. Having a doctorate does not mean someone is a licensed mental health professional. You can have a doctorate in literature and be unlicensed, and you are still a doctor. You can have a doctorate in education and hold an LPC, being a licensed professional counselor, and you are a licensed mental health professional. And you are still a doctor, but your doctorate is not in psychology. When evaluating anyone's credentials, it's really critical to look at two things: what their doctorate is actually in and whether they hold a relevant clinical license. In this case, the person you're about to hear from is unlicensed. I'm going to break down why that matters and why this particular message is harmful, especially to the Black community that she claims to be serving and that I actually serve.
Hold on a second now. To the Black people, to the Black community that she claims to be serving and the one that I actually serve. Okay. First of all, first read. Okay. Second of all, the second read is this woman who presents herself as a doctor. Okay. She presents herself as Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. And before we dive into it, because I'm sure that she's going to give us a lot of information and knowledge, but it's very important that she's talking about.
I've been in private practice.
Well, the important part is the fact that these bitches will still believe her. I promise you they will still believe her. I'm telling you, it's more of you got to feel fire to know that fire is wet. So just go ahead and listen to her on Ace Metaphor. Go ahead and pay her money, because I'm assuming she's on that type of time where you pay her for her license, talk to you about whatever it is that she does. and then probably, get paid off of the fact that she's allegedly, whatever the hell it is that she is, child. This is crazy.
And Bryant being unlicensed is part of the course, which y'all have a lot.
White supremacy.
With grifters or people of influence just telling y'all business. So Cheyenne Bryant said on the Joe Budden podcast that she put it in a word salad that made no sense, but it sounded good, that she no longer practices under the arbitrage of a license. And what blows me about that is, I think it was last year that she had a big explosion because she went on Cam Newton's podcast and y'all were rah-rah about her, of course, special certain demographic, a certain gender was talking about, oh, that's what he needed.
Oh, I wonder who he's talking about when he says that.
Therapy. I think it was also Nick Cannon, right? But it also talks about how y'all believe that anybody with influence or just a degree can call themselves anything.
Yeah.
Let me make this very clear. Somebody who goes to law school and gets a JD, it's not a lawyer or an attorney until they pass the bar. They have a JD, they understand but they are not a practicing lawyer anyway. Same thing with a doctor someone who went to medical school. You might have the medical degrees, but you are not a practicing physician until you pass national boards. And running around giving unsolicited advice is crazy. Same thing with me. I have a finance degree, but
that's the point, is that she's using that in order to say that she knows and she can answer these questions and then she can talk to you and she can give you advice under that shit and ain't got shit won. But then you got niggas talking about a license is white supremacy because niggas will make an excuse for everything. The colored community, I should say.
I have to pass Series 7s, insurance degrees before I could be giving anyone
right. Phone must have.
And I wasn't going to say much about Dr. Bryant and the bullshit that she was talking about not being licensed until I seen this post where she was saying, I don't need a license because I'm the most sought out psychology expert, life coach.
I thought Dr. Umar was. Are they going to have a competition? I wonder if her and Dr. Umar are now going to have a competition.
There is. And it really made me think about the way that people have used the business model of maximizing profit with the least amount of work in every single space, from the nonprofit industrial complex to just mental health work in general. And she's a prime example of people making decisions because they want to maximize their profits with the least amount of work and effort put into it, because you don't want to be licensed because you don't want to have to actually do the necessary work to be.
You know, the last people I remember that weren't licensed, they was just given a license, was those CDL drivers that was driving them 18 damn wheelers and they ain't know shit about the damn road because they really didn't pass the fucking test. But we'll always make an excuse for other and then their counterparts who's going to say to have a standard is white supremacy.
Yo, unless you've been living under a rock, you already know who this is. This is Dr.
So just to educate some folks a little bit, a license is really only needed so you can bill insurance.
Hey friends, I didn't come here today to be a hater, to be disrespectful, or any of those things. I'm here today to address this. This is called misinformation. Having a license is not only for billing purposes. A license is saying that you have done the necessary things that you need to do to be able to practice in that state, town, jurisdiction. It is for regulations, and it's also for safety, particularly if you're in the field of medicine, patient safety. I'm Dr. King. I am an OBGYN for over 20 years. I'm board certified, and I have a license to practice medicine.
Now imagine she delivering babies, she ain't got no damn license. Child.
In Maryland.
Crazy.
And in DC.
She gonna clap back at.
I am back.
She gonna clap back at critics after admitting she dropped her license to make more money and dodge the The ethics board. Yep, they probably out here buying that book now. Child, what's going on with Stormy Daniels? They might be knocking at her door. Keep on, girl. Keep on. So somebody said, so you are unlicensed and unqualified. Wow. Her response was, I'm the most sought out psychology expert, life coach in the world. The world, y'all. I don't need a license for that, sweetie. Pre-order my new book, Live Your Promise. She'll sell out. They'll buy it.
Cheyenne Bryant saying that she practices counseling without actually being licensed at this point is so dangerous for numbers of reasons. Number one, it spreads as misinformation because there are plenty of people who are licensed and they don't take insurance. And the reason why is because after you are technically licensed, there's a whole extra process. It varies by state, but usually there is an extra process to make sure that you can be paid through insurance. And even furthermore, there's a separate process for Medicaid.
See, oh yeah, I'm sure it is. See, I don't know nothing about this. I have to let these people speak and try to trust as many as we think we can trust, because I don't know nothing about none of this. Not my lane whatsoever. I'm just a little bit surprised by the outrage of shit that people have already been saying about her. Thank you, Prince. He said, we all remember that one therapist that crashed out. Now she's selling cat. Oh, hold on.
I'm selling coats. I'm selling coats. I'm selling coats.
I beg your pardon?
I'm selling coats. I'm selling coats. I'm selling coats.
The TikTok therapist. Ciao.
This is what she meant when she said she didn't want to practice.
There you go. Yep. There you go. You can have a 15-minute Zoom session with Dr. Cheyenne Bryant for $350 for 50 minutes. There you go. There you go. Y'all can go sign up with her. That's what she wants. That's probably, honestly, the reason why right damn there. And you know they be getting people to sign up because they sign up for Dr. Umar. When he's going to those schools, he's getting paid for that shit. And he's getting paid crazy amounts of money, y'all. Crazy amounts of money. Thank you, Boo. He said there's nothing an unqualified Black woman can't do. I tell you, they can fly to the moon without a child. This is crazy.
So I'm going to take this from a patient's POV, right? Because as someone who's actively in therapy, right, seeing a clinical licensed professional, yeah, I actually want my therapist to be licensed.
Hello.
And yes, I actually want my doctor to be an active, practicing, licensed doctor. Because Cheyenne Bryant getting on here, right, and saying like she's not licensed anymore, but it's really given like life coach, dating coach vibes.
That's what she wanted?
Not okay. But what makes me even more like happy and warms my heart is actually seeing licensed clinical therapists, doctors, and professionals who's in school for that actually getting on here and speaking up about how
that is good. Shout out to the docs that are doing that. Because this is ridiculous.
Hey y'all, so I just want to share my thoughts on
I no longer practice under a license. Just to educate some folks a little.
Let's talk about this whole thing with Dr. Cheyenne.
I don't want to listen to these people carry on about it. I don't care, because enough of them is still going to cut for her. They're still going to listen to her, and they don't give a damn, and neither do I. Because, child, Black people love listening to the people that you have no business listening to every single damn time. And the people you need to be listening to, you don't. So, fuck it. Anyway, let's go and do another tonight's conversation, because that's better. We didn't do this one, did we? All right, let's listen to this one. She's been divorced for 20 years, but still calls her husband while he's already on wife number 4. Oh, yeah, y'all. Oh, yeah, y'all, this one. She's been divorced for 20 years, but still calls him her husband while he's already on wife number 4. This is better than listening to fucking shit about Cheyenne Bryant.
My question is, I'm a proud member of the First Wives Club. And my husband is on wife number 3 or 4. And I'm trying to figure out why after 20 years of being divorced, why is he on wife number and I'm single?
Because you're worried about what he doing.
I was about to say that too.
Go ahead,
Donnie. No, ma'am.
Why are you even aware of what number wife this man is on?
Because he still lives in the house that we lived in.
Do you live there too?
No, ma'am.
That is no longer your home. That's his home with his second wife, his third wife, and his fourth wife. You are still single because you are following behind his business. You have not spiritually disconnected, emotionally disconnected, or mentally disconnected.
If you're his garment and you don't say what he did as to why you really got a divorce, and you allow him to have wife number 2, 3, 4.
Allow?
All right. First is the title. You say you're the first wife versus his ex-wife. All right. That's the first piece.
I call him my husband.
Right. So first piece is you'd have to divorce him psychologically. All right. And then you have to set, whenever we're talking about heartbreak, you have to set a date for healing. All right. And when it's hard, because let's keep it real. Has anyone ever struggled when someone broke up with you? It was difficult for you to move on?
Meg Thee Stallion. Sorry.
I mean, everyone laughing. All right.
Not 20 years difficult.
But it's still there. It's still there.
20
it's
years
still there.
Difficult. I am sorry.
Hey, listen.
This highlights the importance of emotionally breaking up and divorcing as well. Because sometimes we physically break up with a person and we assume just because their physical presence isn't in our life, that emotional presence and that spiritual presence isn't there. And sometimes you got to shade the out of your heart. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of that, because if you don't, what happens is you now start to have a relationship with a ghost. Hold on, listen. You are loving the ghost of this man. And let me tell you something. You've been having this relationship with the ghost of who he once was. You call that man your husband. Hold on, listen. So you have had a relationship with the ghost of this man for so long, it appears real to you. And let me tell you this. This is why every man that tries to come in your life is haunted by the demon you didn't expel. These thoughts, these behaviors, you have to change within yourself. But that's first letting go of that ghost you are now in love with.
Lord help your people. First of all, how old is that woman? I'm about to play it again. How old is that woman that you sitting up here talking about husband? That's what babies talk like until they are able to enunciate better. Child, you still want that man. You still interested in that man. Child, it's over. As soon as he married the next person, it was like, that was your clue to move on, child. That was definitely the first clue to move on. The second or the third wife, definitely time to, she over here talking about I was in the first wives club. Girl, so the fuck what? What's that get you? Child, what does that get you? Now that he done gotten married, if something happens to him, that money goes to them. It don't come to you or any benefit. It's going to go to whichever wife he's on. You all up in that man's business, and you mad, I guess, because he kept the house. He got to keep the house. Child, what is these are not kids, y'all. But these are the people that's telling you, sassy straights, that y'all gotta come out of the download, be gay, take on SYCBM, and take care of the community. Y'all got a lot of work to do, child.
My question is,
SYCBMer. Who? Let me get this. Hold on. Let me get this. Who is SYCBing her?
I'm a proud member of the First Wives Club.
That is the problem right the fuck there. I'm a proud member. Where do all the people that's going to be like, she'll pick me. I'm a proud member of our First Wives Club. Girl, this is an adult. She might be older than me, y'all. What are we talking about?
And my husband is on wife number 3 or 4. And I'm trying to figure out why after 20 years of being divorced, why is he on wife number and I'm single?
That's the question? That's easy because they're right. You meddling in his damn business and you ain't moved on. Because you're a proud member of the First Wives Club. And what's that get you? It don't even get you daggone a piece of cake at the damn store. You think she's 60? Child, that make it worse. Child, that make it worse. You over here being proud of some shit that don't matter and still in his business wondering why he's married and you're not. It's easy because you haven't moved on. Now this is definitely y'all's responsibility because she didn't took too long. And you came to the Ace Metaphor show to ask this question. She came to the Ace Metaphor show to ask this question. Girl, go pay Cheyenne Bryant $350 and get 50 minutes of her damn time. She's twice their age probably for the most part. Asking these people the answers to the She's definitely proud of failure. Wow. She insufferable with that comment.
Because you're worried about what he doing.
I was about to say that too.
Go ahead, Donnie.
No, ma'am.
Why are you even aware of what number wife this man is on?
Because he still lives in the house that we lived in.
Now, what does that have to do with anything? The girl said, why do you know? And she was like, because he still live in the house that we used to live in. Girl, so what? So what? Girl, go buy a house. Girl, go buy a new house. And I'm gonna need you to move out the state because clearly she probably riding by that house every day. She probably riding by that house every day, seeing what's going on, seeing who's in there. I wonder if he invited her to the weddings. Ooh. Would y'all go to your ex's wedding if they got married? Do y'all invite your exes to your next weddings or whatever? That's a good question. And listen, if you got married again, did you invite your ex and did they come? Or would you invite them if he was getting married again? I'm thinking that she probably wasn't invited. She probably wasn't invited. Yeah, she picking those, child. Absolutely. No. Hell no. Why gotta be hell no? I want to come. What are you talking about? It's like, I don't think I want to come. Not caught the bouquet. She caught the bouquet in all the weddings. Woo! And it's still 20 years, y'all. That's madness. 20 years. 20 years, y'all. That's life. That's life. Wow. This is hypothetical, boo. Just hypothetical. But that's crazy. That's crazy.
Do you live there too?
No, ma'am.
That is no longer your home.
Yeah, then why mention it? I thought she was gonna say the same thing, that she lived there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. No. Okay.
That's his home with his second wife, his third wife, and his fourth wife.
See, listen, I'm not gonna also like if I was gonna be out and be looking to get married again, I'm not moving into a house that you share with another woman. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So sell that shit, use the money, but I'm not living there. You got memories in this room, this counter, that refrigerator, this toilet. No, no, I'm not moving in here. No. New house. These people crazy. I can't do it. That's just me, though. That's just me.
You are still single because you are following behind his business. You have not spiritually disconnected, emotionally disconnected, or mentally disconnected.
If you're his garment and you don't say what he did as to why you really got a divorce, and you allow him to have wife number 2, 3, 4.
Allow? You're his garment? What is that? What? You're his garment? What? Hold on. Girl, you talking gobbledygook. You need Cheyenne Bryant. She needs Cheyenne Bryant.
Or mentally disconnected.
If you're his garment and you don't say...
If you're his garment, that sounds biblical.
What he did as to why you really got a divorce, and you allow him to have wife number 2, 3, 4.
Allow?
All right. First is the title. Mm-hmm. You say you're the first wife versus his ex-wife. All right, that's the first piece.
I call him my husband.
Right. So first piece.
How old is this person? I mean, I know y'all said she's 60. She sounds like she's trying to be, what is it? What's the age that women allegedly don't go past? 14, 15? Why does she sound like she about 7 years old? That's wild. This is crazy. Okay. This is weird. This is weird, y'all. This is what y'all are supposed to come in SYCBM up. Okay? Y'all are supposed to come SYCBM this up. And see, this is another example. Because I told y'all, it's mainly women that come to the show. That's right. I got one more I need to say y'all. It's mainly women that come to this show. And if people like Ruby Rose and Dondre and Funky were paying attention to this, they wouldn't be saying just straight black males. Who's in charge of the community? Who runs the community? Women. Who is out here at the age of 60 some odd years old calling a man that's been married 2 to 3 times since you a husband and talking about you allowed him to marry other people when you have no control over nothing? See, this is the problem with most of you biatches, you hating hoes, is that you think that you control something, and the shit you should control you don't, and the shit that you have no control of you want control of. And so that's where you spend your time, energy, and effort at, and then you don't grow. Then you out here looking crazy, out here saying dumb shit, and these people think this shit is cute and funny, and it's stupid. It's stupid. She is absolutely thinking that man is going to come back because he's going to say, you know, you was my first and you're the best because you're the best and I know you're the best. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. But my main point, seriously, is that these are the people that think that they can tell everybody else what to do when we're seeing every day that these people don't have the sense that God gave them. I said that, I meant that. Down to Meg Thee Stallion, not to keep bringing that shit up. She did all this publicly for an 8-month relationship. She did this all publicly for an 8-month relationship, and not even a full year. Not even a full year. They ain't even got a kid together, and you over here crashing out and sending statements and going to TMZ and all that bullshit. That's crazy. That's crazy, and this is crazy-er.
Piece is you'd have to divorce him psychologically. All right. And then you have to set, whenever we're talking about heartbreak, you have to set a date for healing. All right. And when it's hard, because let's keep it real. Has anyone ever struggled when someone broke up with you? It was difficult for you to move on. I mean, everyone laughing. All right.
Not 20 years difficult.
When you, but it's still there. It's still there.
No, it's not. No, the question was, has it ever been difficult to break up with someone? Yes, it is difficult. But guess what? That's life. It's also difficult once you get fired. It's also difficult if you lose income. It's also difficult, I'm assuming, if your spouse dies or if your mom dies or your dad dies. Everything can be difficult. That does not give you the right to think that you control anybody else and to keep that trauma forever and push it upon other people. He probably is being nice about it, or maybe he's still clapping, but why would he? If he moved on, why would he do that? Just because he can? I don't know. Maybe y'all do. I don't know. But it would seem to me, I don't think he is, honestly, listening to her, because she's saying some of the goofiest things. And it's like, if he was still effing her, I promise you, I believe she would have said that. I'm a proud member of the First Spies Club. That's my husband. And then it was pushing back. She was like, but he was just over. I could just see her saying that. That's why I don't think he's doing it. That's not me absolving him because I don't know, but I'm just thinking that she would have said it.
It's still there.
Difficult. I am sorry.
Hey, listen,
this highlights the importance of emotionally breaking up and divorcing as well, because sometimes we physically break up with a person and we assume just because their physical presence isn't in our life, that emotional presence and that spiritual presence isn't there. And sometimes you got to shade the out of your heart. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of that, because if you don't, what happens is you now start to have a relationship with a ghost. Hold on, listen. You are loving the ghost of this man. And let me tell you something. You've been having this relationship with the ghost of who he once was. You call that man your husband.
Was my husband.
Hold on, listen. So you have had a relationship with the ghost of this.
She thinks that shit is cute. She thinks this shit is so cute. A lot of this stuff is really disturbing, y'all. And because the alleged sisterhood will not talk about women, they will go along with it and allow people like that woman that I showed y'all that were here, that came out for her birthday, ass out, and she looked like she older than me, more dimples than a damn newborn baby. But because nobody says anything, she thinks that shit is cute, and she looks disgusting. She looks disgusting. I said it, I meant it. Nobody wants to say anything to anybody. Let them do whatever, say whatever, live in their truth. But then you're going to turn around and try and tell men what they should do, and then turn around and say that everybody's sassy. But then you want them all to be out here crying, according to Dante. Child, if these people don't shut the fuck up, I'm moving on, because now she's starting to piss me off. Let's go to this dude right here, because yes, another dude came up to speak. All right, is he black? I guess he is. We dress nicely. All right. She won't put her baby. Hold on. What is the title? She won't put her baby daddy on child support, but expects other men to help her. Is that fair? Oh, SYCBM, gentlemen. SYCBM, gentlemen.
Females who have too much pride to put their baby daddies on child support don't have too much pride to ask a like me to pick up the slack.
Oh no, let's stick with that one. Let's stick with that one.
I could answer the question that you have as to why you look like you going.
Thank
you
you,
look,
baby.
you look like you giving out money. You look like I might want to come talk to you after the show. I tell you, more oftentimes than not, as a single mother, us saying that is because we want to avoid the headache of what happens when we actually go try to get the help from them. Because a man that's willing to walk away from his family and abandon his children is showing you who he is in character from jump. So if you think you about to go get a man like that to help you with something, they will make your life hell.
But that's why they got the friend of the court.
The courts.
That's why you got the friend of the court.
Let me just add to what Kira was saying. It's not necessarily a pride thing. Sometimes it really does be a fear thing. I don't know if any of y'all have ever seen it, but there are some men who would literally threaten your life for putting them on child support or going to the court. I've seen men act up in the court behind that and threaten a woman's life. So sometimes it is fear. And then it be the men online telling us not to put men on child support. We get criticized when we say we need help from the father. And then we say, well, yeah, I did put him on child support. Oh, you ain't no good. You just trying to use him. You trying to do that. And then it becomes oh, you using my money to get your hair done. No, I'm using your money to take care of my kid. But then it becomes an issue on that. So it don't seem like it's necessarily a pride thing. The only problem is for men, no disrespect, but y'all don't walk in the shoes of a woman to know what we fear. We have real life fears. And I know these, y'all.
All right, I'll pause next time.
Men, and y'all gonna look out for the men, but there are some really insane, manic men out there who pretend to be kind and they cool in front of y'all, but behind closed doors, we getting threats at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. So it's not necessarily a pride thing all the time.
My problem with this is two parts, right?
What's the part?
The first part is, if I'm coming into your life as a provider, why do I care about what another man is doing? And if I knew you was a single mom with no support when I signed up, that's the decision I made for myself.
Child, that was a lot. Child, that was a lot. I don't even know where to begin. We definitely got to go back over that one. But first of all, they're going to come to him because he looked like he got some money. He definitely looked like he got it going on. Meaning the dude that originally had to ask the question where that lady came from, I have no idea, but I digress. Then you got the single baby moms that pop up there on that daggone, on that panel. Cara, Dara, whatever her name is, and Kitty, which we knew, but she's married now. But yeah. So now it's got to be, you don't know what we go through. These men be crazy. We just want some help. Then go sit up here talking about what the people do online. Who gives a fuck? Stop listening to motherfuckers online. Why y'all be, if y'all don't go pay Cheyenne Bryant $350 for 50 minutes and get some damn real help, I'm confused. Y'all just using, is a lot of opinions on the internet. Who gives a damn? Who gives a damn? I don't. So what? You just want his money. So fucking what? Who cares what people on the internet gotta say? You don't even know those people. Child, I can't. I cannot. Yo, where is RBN? Cause child, whoever said the community is cooked. It's fried. It is fried. This is crazy. Listening to the internet, making decisions off of what people on the internet say. Hell, they done found out that Dr. Bryant ain't really a doctor and probably suffering over that and still gonna find a way for, it's white supremacy to have a license. My bad, I forgot. Thank you, boo. Fear getting D. That's not a fear though. Nobody knows how to use birth control. You can't say anything, then that means you're misogynistic or you're a pick-me or you just a white supremacist talking points. Whenever it comes to talking about what actually is based off of what comes out of y'all's mouth, then you're mad. So many single moms, but single momism is not the issue. So many single moms, nobody talks about birth control, Bueller. So many single moms, nobody talks about, all right, maybe one time, but then you're going to have another one and another one and another one with another nigga and another nigga and another nigga. How? Where they do that at? So you want to continue to put yourself behind the 8 ball. But these are the people that got all the solutions to everything to tell y'all that y'all need to be A, B, C, D, and you need to go ahead and correct the community, right? Whereas if you say that you don't deal with single moms, then that just means that you're toxic and you're misogynist. It can't be that you don't want to deal with the same crazy people that Kitty just said. Oh, you don't know that we get threatened behind the scenes. So you gentlemen should be signing up to get threatened as well. Because if he's threatening her, you think he's going to take a step back and say, you know what, let me go ahead and leave him alone. Because crazy is as crazy does. They don't even realize what the hell they be saying. They be telling on themselves. Telling on themselves. Let's hear it again, child.
Why is it that the females who have too much pride to put their baby daddies on child support don't have too much pride to ask a like me to pick up the slack?
So I don't think I heard them answer the second part of that question. They didn't say nothing about, well, they shouldn't be asking you for anything. It's inappropriate for them to ask you to give them money just because you look like you have money. They shouldn't be doing that. Did anybody hear any of that? I don't think I did. They only got to the offensive part where he's pointing out baby moms. That's all they heard. Single baby moms. That's all they heard. Then all of a sudden it's the defense. The defense. Did you hear what he said? Getting money from me. That's not my job. But if Dondre was here, child, they might bring him out and put him on this panel. Excuse me. If Dondre was here, he would say, well, that's what you're supposed to do because you're supposed to fix the community. And basically that man is saying, I ain't fixing shit because I made my money. You ain't do nothing to make this money. And I don't want that nigga that you don't want to take to court for whatever your reasons are to come see me because ain't nobody got time for that. He's saying I'm crossing the street, which is what he should say. So then he's probably looking at it like, so the only thing that I'm good for is from your perspective, the people that are coming to him, is that I'm only good for money. That's it. That's all you see when you see me. So what does that say about you when it comes to him? That means you're using him. Who's signing up to get used around here? Bueller, I got a question. Anybody signing up and want to be used, Bueller? Anybody signing up to get used? Because that's what I hear. They didn't address it at all. Not even to say it's inappropriate. Those are your kids. If you choose to help, like the dude said at the end, that's something different. Because obviously, if you're dealing with someone that's got kids already, then you know what it is. And the other thing is, looking at him, and I don't know, allegedly, he looked like he probably, if he had kids, they probably already grown. People just think that people are just supposed to want to take care of fucking crumb snatchers their whole life. I know the fuck I don't. Fuck them kids, all right? Fuck them. You don't want to take care of your grandkids. Generation X doesn't want to take care of their grandkids. I didn't fuck for them kids. I fucked for y'all, okay? So I took care of y'all. You fuck for them. You take care of them. What the hell I look like? If I got time, I might. But other than that, I'm not. And then the amount of time that y'all want is wild. I wish the fuck I ever would go to my mother-in-law, my friend's mom, or... No, those are the only two people we ever really use for the most part. Go there and be like, do. May. Can you watch the kids for a week? Sure. June. Can you watch the kids for a week? Sure. July. Can you watch the kids for the week now, bitch? What is going on? All this vacationing. You ain't bring me back a keychain, a t-shirt, a toe ring, nothing. But you want me to keep watching your kids? And you ain't giving up no money? And I gotta sit in the house with them? And I gotta make bottles and wake up in the middle of the night and take them to school and pick them up and entertain their asses? Nobody thinks about that. Nobody thinks about none of that. Selfish ass. I tell you. Just selfish all over the place. But these are the people that get to tell y'all what you need to do. Okay?
Hold on, let's stick with that one. Let's stick with that one.
I could answer the question that you have as to why you look like you going.
Thank
you
you,
look like you giving out money.
Does he look like he's giving out money? So he looks like he's giving out money. That's her answer. Sounds like a single mom answer. He doesn't look like he's giving out money. He looks like he has money. But that's what they see. She just said it. They see you, CGA. They see you and you just look like you about something and you got something. And now I need the help. So yeah, I'm gonna look at you, cat daddy. Child, that's so old. You look like you got something. You got it going on. Hey boo, hey. He probably easily late 50s, early 60s. Oh, now y'all want to look at him. Oh, now y'all want to see what's going on. Because according to Nia Long, she told Kiki, don't be looking at them. They too old. They grandpa age. Nia, you grandma age, whether you want to realize it or not. Don't just because your kids ain't got none, don't mean you're not grandma age. Just saying. You look like you giving out money. He does not. That's just what you see. Because that's what be the problem. And that's why y'all got issues. But y'all want to keep getting the term, I'm a baby mom, I'm a baby mom. Y'all like that shit. I've never liked those terms ever in life. It sounds ghetto to me. I said that. I meant that.
You look like I might want to come talk to you after the show. I'll tell you more.
Oh, she was going ahead and taking her shot. I might want to look at you after the show. Y'all hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new.
Oftentimes than not, as a single mother, us saying that is because we want to avoid the headache of what happens when we actually go try to get the help from them.
So when we say fuck that nigga, that means that we don't want to go through the headache of trying to get something from him. Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? Whose problem is that? Let's change it up. Whose problem is that? Does that become Cat Daddy's problem? Because he has money. So y'all, you getting answers to shit you already know right now. Right now, she a single mom. I'm gonna come talk to you right after the show. She's shooting her shot.
It's for the tip.
It's hard to go and be getting money from them. Was it hard, pause, when you was fucking? Was it hard when y'all was fucking? Now all of a sudden everything is hard, pause. Now you worried. Now it's not worth the headache. If it's your kids, then you do what you got to do because you're the one that got them in that situation to begin with. If it's hard to go to the child support, just imagine how hard but wait, it's hard for you to go to child support, but it's easy for you to flirt with this man and try to get up on his money. Blatant. Now, she could have been joking for this show, but blatant. This is why they're going on to the other people, because they already know that these niggas ain't shit. But here's the thing. Like all these ladies, not the panel, all these ladies, like the one that said that she went to the door and had the key and she's still effing him even after she knew that there was a woman there and he wouldn't let her in. Because that's what they do. And then they be settling, trying to act like they all so smart and they got all the answers. Who would listen to these people? Child, y'all ain't running. Y'all run the ghetto, okay? Y'all run that crazy foolishness under the baby daddy, baby mama shit. We'll take care of all the normal shit. Because child, y'all ain't got the sense. Y'all ain't got the sense. But the quiet part said out loud, as people say. Shout out to Queen of Vibes. Thank you, Boo. She said that's exactly what my ma had to do to my cousin. She tried to convince us to watch her son almost every other weekend, or anyone she could put him off on. So they had to break her out of that. Yeah, break her out of it by not doing that at all. Because I'm telling you, tell people to start paying. How much you paying? I gotta pay you something. Did you hear me say that? How much you paying? Ain't never paying, but you going on vacation. Because
a man that's willing to walk away from his family and abandon his children.
A man that's willing to walk away from his family and abandon his children sounds like shade to me. A man that is willing to walk away and abandon his children. But y'all supposed to come save the community. Save the community, child.
Is showing you who he is in character from jump. So
it's showing you, Kitty, showing you a character at jump. So you saw that character before you fucked and you still jumped on. So you saw the character at fuck and you still jumped on. And now that you're pregnant and you still had a baby, mind you, because we know y'all believe in our maybes. And so now it's still his fault because he walked away. After how many kids, though? That's a good question, too. So how many kids did it take? Sounds like she ain't taking no responsibility for any of it. It's just, that's our baby dad. He walked away. No, you can tell who his character is. If y'all started to looking at character before you get pregnant, that would make an amazing change, not only for you, but for your future. Instead of talking about generational wealth, maybe you could accumulate something. But you can't talk about it because then that means you're talking white supremacist talking points as opposed to talking to the truth. But as soon as Dondre and Funky Dineva say something, you're ready and willing to jump off of that cliff because that's to benefit you. At the end of the day, it's all about benefiting these bitches, y'all. At the end of the day, this is all about defending these bitches, helping these bitches. And it's not even the ones who don't even have children, y'all. It's not even like these people are trying to help and support the ones who don't have children. You know what they telling them? Have a fucking whole phase. It's all a setup. Say I'm lying. It is all a setup because they want to take what Cat Daddy has to offer. But Nia over there talking about Kiki shouldn't want to deal with a 60-year-old, but this Caradera is willing to go and shoot her shot. How is Kiki any better than Caradera? She's not. And she was considering it. Here come Nia, older, grandma age. No. She said she was interested. She said she liked the conversation. She said he was decent looking. Here come Nia. No. He's grandpa age. So you want Kiki to wait 30 some odd years old. Kiki, wait, child. Just wait for one of the younger ones. Why would you want one of them younger ones anyway? They still got to work up to whatever the hell it is that they need to work up to. Set up. All these things are set up. Whether they're doing it on purpose or not, it's all a damn setup. And you know what you don't hear, which I know I don't hear? Child, use some birth control. Don't get pregnant because that's just going to put you behind the 8 ball, child. You don't want to have no babies because that's just going to make it harder. How come we don't ever hear that? Anybody? Set up. This is all freaking set up. Shout out to Prince Revolver. Thank you, Boo. He says, so they're more willing to go 9 months pregnant with no help and then 18 years dolo with no help. Fellas, they choose the struggle, but want you to foot the bill. Definitely choosing the struggle. Choosing the struggle, right? And then using it to play up to anybody and everybody who will listen and fall for it. But it was a choice. You chose that shit. Figure the fuck out. And don't get pregnant again. That'd be your best bet. Don't get pregnant again. That'd be your best bet. Now, mind you, someone will say, well, that's not Nia and Kiki's problem as far as money is concerned. It might not be their problem as far as money, but they still having the same problems as these people on the damn screen. Say I'm lying. Not Kitty, but the other girl. We saw Kiki go through it with Darius going back and forth. Technically, we've seen some of it with Nia and Ime. Is that his kid? Yeah, I think it is. with Nia and MA. And now we see her up here, meaning Nia Long, sitting up here talking about what she won't put up with and what it is that she expects, talking about somebody as a grandpa when she's at grandma age. What is it? But then again, you got Gail out here talking about she's still waiting for her great love at the age of 71. Child, ruining the community every day. More and more every day.
So if you think you about to go get a man like that to help you with something, they will make your life hell.
But that's why they got the friend of the court.
The courts.
That's why you got the friend of the court.
Let me just add to what Kira.
I guess they said that he's wrong for telling them to go to court. I don't care what nobody say. If you can't come up with an agreement between yourselves, which is really what people should be doing, mature people should be coming up with agreements themselves. You don't let some outside source tell you shit. Okay? You, as adults and people who came together to have kids, should be able to do that. And if not, these are people who never should have gotten together to begin with. Then you got to end up going to court for whatever your reasons are. But technically, what you should be able to do is to come to an agreement, put it in your own damn writing, then go down to the court just to have it on file so that later on, no one can say, you never paid me and I want 18 years worth. That's what should happen. Because regardless of what people say, everybody ain't meant to stay together forever. They're just not. Forcing people to do so is just a recipe for disaster. Okay? I said that, I meant that. I don't care. People can get divorced. I don't care. To get divorced for stupid shit and then turn around talking about you want to get back, now you stupid and you deserve whatever the hell it is that you get because you didn't want to sit up there and work it out. Those are two totally different things. If y'all can't get it, then you just don't get it. When these bitches come up here and start talking about I can't find a man, and I left my husband because I wasn't happy, we can make fun of those people. But those people who definitely we really don't get along, it's not going to work out, it's going to be a harmful situation. Two people who should have been separated were the Fairfaxes in Fairfax, Virginia. And they allegedly could afford to do so. Now, maybe Justin couldn't, but child, that wife, child, I gotta go. Even if we gotta live in an apartment, I gotta go. Put this house on the market or something, but I'm not sitting here while you wilding out in the basement. And then I gotta be keeping one eye open because she put cameras in the house. So that's the clue right there, y'all. That was the clue right there that there was some big ass issue. Yes, they should have been divorced and she should have moved out. I'm not blaming that woman. Rest in peace to that lady. She should still be here. I'm not going to sit in this house with you if you that crazy that I got to put cameras up. I'm just not going to be able to do it. We're going to have to make some decisions. These are people who should have been separated and away from one another. You got to look at the context clues because ain't no way. I don't care what she demanded. You cannot get blood from a turnip or from a stone or whatever the hell it is. So she can ask for whatever she wants. And it's like, girl, where are we getting this from? Girl, where do you think this is coming from? If you don't up that license and do some full-time hours for yourself and for your kids, and guess what? Then if she really wanted to make sure that her and her kids was fine, then that's what she would do. Instead of sitting around waiting for Justin to get his drinking together and his craziness under control. Girl, go for the back child support for later on whenever he do get his shit together. Because if he wasn't getting it together for you when y'all was together, you think he gonna get it together once you leave? I don't know what I'm talking about though. But these baby moms is telling y'all a lot today. We be leering.
Was saying it's not necessarily a pride thing. Sometimes it really does be a fear thing. I don't know.
Now it's a fear thing, y'all. And Kitty's my girl, but I'm not going for it. I can't go for that. No, can do. Now it's a fear thing, child. Was there fear when you was fucking? That's the answer to everything. Child, was there fear when you was fucking? Why are we sitting up here having kids with people who you fear? And even if you did, just say it's true. Let's go out on a limb and say that it's true. You scared, you fearful. What are you gonna do? Why would you want to bring Cat Daddy up into it? For your selfish ass reasons because you want money. Why would you bring Cat Daddy up into it? Oh, he looked like he could do it. He could give some money. So it all comes down to money at the end of the damn day. You don't even give a damn about that man, his future, his family. if he has any kids, his wealth, or whatever might be going on for him, since he do look like he got something going on, you would rather bring him into your bullshit. And if it's that much of a fear, you would rather bring him into whatever's going on with that craziness instead of thinking, you know, that's cool. Let me figure out what it is that I got to do. Yeah. Listen. This is where the you got to know who the hell people are. Y'all can go listen to Summer Walker all you want to. I got to pick better. You got to pick better. You do. And Cat Daddy would need to know and do that, which I would hope that he does, that he's not going to sit up here and go with people who sitting here right now talking about it's a fear thing when you go down there because you just never know what he going to do. But some of y'all, not y'all, but some of you sassy straights will say, he ain't going to tell me. I don't know who he think he is. And you try and show off your manhood. Child, I'll be right there and be like, child, anybody got time for none of this. Let that shit go. That's not, why involve yourself in some shit that ain't got shit to do with you? You ain't even fucked that girl yet. Please move on. Goodbye. But y'all don't be listening, and I'm talking to y'all. Then you gonna go and talk about, but crazy women got the best OPP. Then you get her pregnant. Yeah, then that's y'all's fault. Crazy.
Well, if any of y'all have ever seen it, but there are some men who would literally threaten your life for putting.
Now it's the fear. They will literally threaten your life. Yeah, there probably are some. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's not the norm, allegedly. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that that's not the norm, allegedly. But how did you get to fucking him if he was crazy? Because he was crazy before. I know everybody is so great at hiding everything. Everybody's so great at hiding everything, right? Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just using logic right now. Nobody was fearful when they was fucking. Sorry, y'all. It hits better when I say that. Let me do better. Did I read this? Oh yeah, I did. Thank you, Prince. Shout out to all of y'all that are still here. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Come on, Kitty. I'll be with you, girl. But I can't be with you today.
Them on child support or going to the court. I've seen men act up in the court behind that and threaten a woman's life. So sometimes it is fear. And then it be the men online telling us not to put men on child support.
Now y'all listening to the men online. So Kitty, you try and tell me, you of all people, that you listening to men online, the misogynists, the Andrew Tates, because all of y'all are Andrew Tates, you know. So y'all try and tell me that y'all sitting up here just threatening people, and then y'all sitting up here, you shouldn't have put them on child support, even though I know y'all do say that. And child, I be ignoring that too, because I be damned. If you're not going to work it out together, then that's what you got to do. If you, again, I think you should work it out as two adults and take it down there to have it on record. That's for everybody's future. But, you know, people don't want to do that because it's typically someone telling somebody else what they have to do. And then that person is like, nah, you don't tell me what to do. And then it turns into allowing the white man at that, y'all, because the odds are it's the white man that's in there making those decisions, or liberal white women. Y'all gonna let those people sit up here and tell y'all what to do in your own damn household. But then when April was talking about LBJ and the government, y'all ain't trying to listen. Not y'all, you know what I'm saying. But these biatches ain't trying to listen. These are people that know everything and telling y'all what to do, and they can't even run their own fucking life. They can't even fuck right. At the end of the day, you fucked up fucking. Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying.
We get criticized when we say we need help from the father.
I get criticized too. I don't give a fuck. Black women should wear their real hair. Good luck with that from me, y'all. I don't give a shit about that. You shouldn't wear wigs. All right, y'all, whatever you say. Child, shut the fuck up. I don't give a damn. Now all of a sudden, these people care about the internet. Good to fucking bye.
And then we say, well, yeah, I did put him on child support. Oh, you ain't no good. You just trying to use him. You trying to do that.
Who cares? Who gives a damn? Who gives a damn? Nobody cares. Who cares? You don't even know those people's real names. You don't even know their last names. You just put him on child support because he won his money. Child, the answer should be, and I do. That'd be my answer. And I do, and what? Mind the business that pays you, because this one's paying me. What's paying you, nigga? That's what I would say. But that's just me. I wouldn't say anything. I don't address that shit. Child, you know I address shit, but y'all, I wish a nigga would. You got a wig on, and I do. And I do. The motherfucker that fucks me don't care, so why do you? Bueller. I'm sorry, did you want to contribute to this household so you can have a say? Because until you do, you probably should shut the fuck up. Don't come for me. Unless I send for you. Speaking of white, shout out to Elizabeth. Hey, boo. Appreciate you. Member for 27 months. Now that's some white supremacy right there, child. Thank you so much, boo. Appreciate you. She said, well, aren't I lucky? Getting ready for surgery and caught a lie before I get willed off. Now I'll have time to catch more lies. Boo, I hope everything is all good with you. We will be praying for you. Everybody make sure we send some prayers to Elizabeth. I hope everything is well. I hope my nephew is doing good. Keep me posted or the group if you are okay with that. Thank you so much for being here, boo. And thank you for always, always, always supporting the channel. Appreciate you. Sorry to hear that. I hope everything is well. Come on, Kitty.
And then it becomes you using my money to get your hair done. No, I'm using your money to take care of my kid. But then
you know the thing about that though, I gotta be honest, y'all. When I see Ninja saying that stuff, oh, you using my money to get your hair done. Well, child, just give the money and stop worrying about shit that you have no control over, because it's the same difference of her telling you what to do, of which she has no control over. People be always trying to control shit that you ain't even got control of. If they say you got to give $200 a month, child, I don't know how it works. If you're giving $200 a month, just give the $200 a month. Make sure the shit is recorded so that when the child is 18, you ain't got to worry about somebody coming back saying that you never paid anything. Stop worrying about shit you don't need to be worried about. If somebody go ahead and spending the money on getting their hair done, and then they come back and ask you for some money, then I guess you just don't give them none. But don't worry, they're looking for a cat daddy anyway. No shade. Because you probably a bum. That's why you're on child support. They over here looking for cat daddy. Now it's his job. They want cat daddy to give him all the money because he looked like he got the money. Child, what if he was playing a role? He really ain't got no money. I'm thinking he probably does. But I'm just saying, like, what if he just got all dressed up and was just like, I'm going to go up in here and make it look like I got some money, ask the question and see how many people come, how many women come at me. I'm sure a lot of them did. Again, I don't know where this woman came from, but I'm sure a lot. Bueller, SYCBM, gentlemen, Bueller. Anybody? There's a like when I was there, I was in the front and they were, it was like 30-year-olds, late 20s. These crowds lately is looking like 40s, 50s, and 60s. 40s, 50s, and 60s. What's going on? There's a problem. I'm telling you, if they come back, I'm going. If they come back, I'm going. It's funny. It's fun time. It's funny. But I gotta get more back behind the scenes information for y'all. And hopefully I get to see Trill.
And it becomes an issue on that, so it don't seem like it's necessarily a pride thing. The only problem is for men, no disrespect, but y'all don't walk in the shoes of a woman to know.
Men, no disrespect, but y'all don't walk in the shoes of a woman. However, they're going to tell y'all what to do, even though they not men and don't walk in y'all shoes. Don't forget that part, because they just said that y'all not only got a SYCBM, you got to make sure that you give up your livelihood and your life and marry these people. And then you got to help the community. And then you got to do something with these kids, because that's your responsibility, because that's what Dondre said. And that's what Funky said, because you're the cancer of the Black community. And even though ABCDer said that and LTM, Dondre said that, you know that's the message from the women's, because they in the comments, yeah, tell them, that's right, they don't know, be a man, grow up, do what you're supposed to do, you ain't shit, you ain't done shit, it's about time for you to do some shit. Y'all don't know what it's like to be a woman, but they know what to tell you what it's like to be a man. MBD, I agree. I'm only going through this because I think these tonight's conversation things are so funny because they're so stupid. But I've been tired of the relationship conversation stuff. And I just be surprised at the fact that there's not more people that are like really vocally, who got a real voice, can say something about these bitches who cause enough of these issues and problems. You can't in one breath say, you make the most. This is what they say. We make the most money. We put y'all on. We give you money. We take care of your kids. Strong, independent, don't need a man. Most educated, do this, do that, and the third. You got all these accolades. That's you on top, 92% when you put people in power. You in the Senate, the Congress, and you're doing all this shit. Soon as some shit go wrong, we ain't got nothing to do with that. That's y'all's fault. We ain't got nothing to do with that. That's y'all's fault. We ain't got nothing to do with that. That's y'all's fault. Well, damn it, you in charge of everything. How is it not you? And we see you. You know we see you. Heifer that just took the kid down, even though she white. Y'all blacks, whites, Spanish, Asians, whatever you want to be called, all of y'all Hispanics is taking down them kids. We done shown and proved that. It's not even a one. There's not like some would say it's just white people, but it's not. We didn't gone through it. Y'all down here taking out the kids. You ain't paying attention to your own kids. You dropping off kids on the damn porch with no parental supervision. You putting daggone gadgets in front of their face at the age of 2 minutes old. You sitting up here allowing your kids to be out here at teen takeovers. You're not paying attention to what the hell they doing. Your kids can't read. They don't comprehend. They probably can't add, but y'all doing the damn thing, right? Somehow, some way, with you in charge of everything, it's always some man's fault. All the damn time. You don't know what we go through as women. The inverse. Y'all don't know what they go through as men, but it don't stop you from telling them what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. The nerve and the audacity. And that's why y'all can't have no fucking relationships. I said that. I meant that.
Know what we fear. We have real life fears.
Yeah, you see her? Yeah, you go, sis. Fake sisterhood, you go, yeah, tell them. Let this be a room full of men and be a few women in there talking about they just don't understand what we gotta put up with. Am I lying? Y'all don't go through nothing you don't do shit. Y'all don't do nothing you don't do shit. Y'all don't do nothing. Let me get this screenshot. Hold on. Y'all don't do the shit. Look at this whole audience. Y'all interested? Let me see. There's this one right here. She look young. This one right here. She look heavy. This one back here. She look mad. This one back here. She look mad. A couple of men. This one look old. This one, yes, sis. Yes, sis. All in the way. I'm telling you, y'all go to one of these shows, y'all gonna have a lot of options up here in this crowd, okay? A lot of options, okay?
And I know these y'all men and y'all gonna look out for the men, but there are some really insane manic men out there.
There are some really insane manic men out there. You are really, y'all, insane manic. I'm gonna write that down. Insane, added to the list, and manic. You sassy, insane manics. All right. Y'all are the problem. You see her making excuses. I don't like this. I don't like this from Kitty. I really don't. But she making excuses to make sure that she sisterhoods it up and talks about y'all being to blame. And like I said, they still didn't answer that man's second part of the question, but made sure that they absolved themselves. Y'all the ones that need the fucking help. Y'all the ones that's out here looking for the help. See, I have always been I ain't had these kids by myself. I'm not taking care of them by myself. I took all that pleasure, but child, you gave it. And you gonna sit up here and you gonna go through the misery of taking care of these damn kids with me. Fuck that shit. Ain't nobody going nowhere because I'm not doing this shit by myself. Why would I want to suffer? Y'all be looking at this shit crazily. That's why I said you don't take the time to know who the hell it is that you fucking, then you get fucking pregnant. Then you get pregnant and then you want to have a baby with a nigga you don't know. Why would you want to do that? When you should get an AB, you don't. When you don't need to, you do. Make it make sense. So that you can get on the internet like that Queen Op person, I think her name is, who got another video. Like, I'm exhausted. What time is it? It's 2:00 already. I'm exhausted. I don't have time for her foolishness. I don't have time for her foolishness. She gonna make it a whole ass series to go over her getting that damn AB. Where's the outrage for that? The shit that we should be outraged about, let me rephrase. This shit that because we call it out, that these bitches should be, not kidding, but these bitches should be calling out. They don't call it out. But anything they got to do with y'all, they got something to say. You ain't a real man. You need a SYCBM. You all are the problem. You need to do something about it. It's your responsibility. You should marry us. Whole room full of people for y'all to marry. Kitty's married. Whole room full of people for y'all to marry. Anybody interested? Child, if y'all want to go to Philly, we can go together. Anybody that's going to go to the one in Philly, let's go together. We can go together. And then we can laugh together. Then talk about it the next day on the show.
Who pretend to be kind and they cool in front of y'all, but behind closed doors, we getting threats at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
I've never gotten a threat at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Never. Child, I ain't gotten a threat at 2 p.m. Unless it's something like, get your ass over here. That's not a threat. I'm just saying, I ain't never get none of these threats. Who the hell y'all dealing? Who are y'all fucking? Pretty legs and bow legs, pretty hair and bow legs, or dirty socks and slides. It's just not the answer. It's just not the answer. That's the caliber of people that y'all choose to be fucking around here, child. That don't make sense to me. My safety is always the most important because my parents did not have me in order for some random nigga to be hitting up on me. And the one that did got taken care of. He's still alive, allegedly. I don't know. We ain't do nothing to him. Took that ass to court. What we not gonna do is make stupid, rash decisions and lose our livelihood because that nigga don't know how to act. Soon as you see that somebody don't know how to act, you exit stage left. Do y'all do that? Not y'all. Do they do that? It sounds like they don't. Which is why the lady came up here. See, this show helps everything, y'all. The lady that came up here and said, did we watch that one where she said that her man is in jail cheating on her? Did we go over that one or did I watch that by myself? Let me know. Because if not, we can look at that one too. It's another one. My man in jail, he cheating on me. Bitch, what? And somebody thinks that this shit is made up. Y'all really think that somebody is making this shit up? I don't think so. These people have no, okay, I did. All right, thanks for letting me know. They have no idea. They think this shit is normal. They just think this shit is normal, yeah. My man in jail, he cheating on me. My husband been married 2 to 3, 4 times and I ain't been married again in 20 years. Yeah.
So it's not necessarily a pride thing all the time.
My problem with this,
the thing is that if that's true, Kitty, it's not the norm. I don't think it's the norm. I could be wrong. And if that is the norm, then again, y'all gotta pick better. I don't give a fuck what Summer Walker says. Don't be dealing with niggas that put hands on people, a previous convict, been raised by a bunch of damn women, don't have a job. There kind of some signs, yeah. There's a few signs, okay? You don't hang out outside all day. You don't wear Nike slides and socks. You don't just have pretty hair and bow legs. The nigga be asking you for money. The nigga be asking you to put his name on your credit card. The nigga be asking you to move in. The nigga got more than one kid with more than one woman. He know what a jail look like. Jail, prison, either one. No bank account. Can't read. Got an ankle monitor on. Hasn't had a steady job for at least 365 days, and that's only up to age 23. After 23, child, you better have worked somewhere for at least 2 damn years minimum, not the Family Dollar and not fucking Burger King. If he ain't got no goals and aspirations, why are you fucking him? If he ain't got shit, me and my husband came together with nothing. So neither one of us had shit. Bus drivers paid once a month. Everything's changed since then. But I'm just saying, y'all sitting up here, lawyers that's dealing with people that got fucking felonies and shit. Allegedly. That don't make no sense. And don't mess with your subordinates. We done been over that. Come on.
Is 2 parts, right?
What's the part?
The first part is, if I'm coming into your life as a provider, why do I care about what another man is doing?
If I'm coming into your life as a provider, why do I care what another man is doing? He sound goofy. But that's okay, because everybody don't have to look at it the way that you all do, and even the way that I do. Look at it the way that you want to. Yes, it matters. Because if he's crazy, it matters. Because if he is has nothing to lose, then yes, it's dangerous. When you deal with people who have nothing to lose, then you can lose a lot. When you're dealing with losers, they got no problem with bringing you down because they're already losers, and misery loves fucking company. And if she was down there, didn't make good choices at that time, and now she chose you, and you think that's the sign that you can go ahead and move forward, and you think that person that's probably obsessed with her because, you know, that's probably the best that person is ever going to have. And so if he can mess it up, then he'll probably do something, allegedly, you know, going by their logic, all these alleged normal problems, which are probably not even the norm at the end of the day. So why do you care? That's why you should care. But, you know, you can go ahead and save them. Don't save them. They don't want to be saved. Go ahead.
And if I knew you was a single mom with no support when I signed up, that's the decision I made for myself.
There you go. He's right. He's absolutely right. Congratulations. So you doing what Dondre and Funky and Dr. Umar said for you to do. So there you go. So I know y'all want to call him SIMP, but he's making a conscious decision. So he just explained it. Listen, I don't know what he does. Oh, I think he's he writes books and he's a poet for sure. I don't know what else he does. And he's on this show. Okay. So he's not a bum. He ain't on no street corners. And even though he takes his shoes off at every show, I don't believe he's in dirty socks and Nike slides. But it sounds like that he will go and deal with a single mom, but he also probably knows that that's mostly what's in the crowd. So that's probably best for him to say so that everyone can make sure that they come back, allegedly. Woo! Lord help your people. It's basically over, child. Woo! It's basically over. That is too much. That is a lot, y'all. I love covering tonight's conversations, y'all. I'm telling you right now, we're going to have to keep doing it. But anyway, that's it. That's all. Where we at? Almost 3 hours. Just a little under 3 hours. It's already after 2 o'clock, y'all. I got shit to do. I can't be sitting here with y'all all day, even though it was fun. It's a good show. Thank y'all so much for being here. Everyone, please make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you are new. I will not come back later because we're going out to dinner, so I won't see y'all until tomorrow. And I think it should be early morning because I'll be back in the gym tomorrow. So probably like 6:30 a.m. EST. I got to see what we're going to do. Maybe we'll just do ladies' night and do all tonight's conversations. I didn't even get to the JetBlue because honestly, I don't care. Fuck them. They might go out of business. Child, somebody's out here fighting on a plane now, and it's like, so y'all just want to take all the planes down. That's what y'all gonna do, just take all the planes down. Anyway. Y'all hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you're new. Shout out to everyone that donated. I see you. I appreciate you. Shout out to all the mods. Thank you so much for all your support. Shout out to the channel members. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I see you. I appreciate you. Turn on the notifications. Share the stream. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you are new. I see you all in the next one.